Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 89 degrees here at the home of the Class 5A Oklahoma State runner-up in high school football, the Dell City Eagles. We have Central Midwest Football League action for you today at PC North. They are going through graduation this weekend, so we are bringing tonight's game to you live from the Middale. Mike Stewart, a.k.a. Big T-U-C-K. Brian Tucker here with me on the Southern Sports Network as we get to see the top-ranked team in the Semipro Saturday rankings, the 3-0 Oklahoma Bears as they take on the 0-3 Northwest Arkansas Generals. And Tuck, tell us about what you've seen so far here with Coach Kevin Cox and the undefeated Bears.
Kevin Cox is back. He's back. He's in rare form. He's ready to go. He's led the Bears to a 3-0 start, coming back off from his hiatus from the Bears. He's got guys ready to go. We're ready to watch him rock today.
Oklahoma Bears 3-0. We had all three games on the Southern Sports Network for you. 116-8 against the Tulsa Gators in the Turnpike rivalry in week number 1. Defeated Wichita in that 10-3 game that I broadcast 2 weeks ago alongside Chris Dotson at Putnam City North High School for the home game opener. And then the Oklahoma Bears going to Joplin and winning 28-24. Devin White with 2 touchdown runs. And Jeremiah Rainey clinching the game with a 41-yard interception return, pick 6, late in the fourth quarter. So they go up against Marcus London and his Northwest Arkansas Generals team, going to be number 9 in the Gateway Conference standings, and they have lost all 3 games, being blanked against the Arkansas Warcats in week 0, 18-0. Week 2 going up against the East Central Missouri Eagles, losing 16-6, and then they go to play the Tulsa Gators, where the Gators win by a score, a 32-0. A little bit about Northwest Arkansas. Marcus London, 4th year as head coach and owner of the Northwest Arkansas Generals, previously playing with the Oklahoma Thunder, the Rogers County Knights, and the Tulsa Stampede. Won the national championship with the Oklahoma Thunder in the GDFL, a regional championship in the CFL with the Tulsa Stampede, and is a member of the National Semi-Pro Hall of Fame. Players to look at be Chad Graham, DeMarco Hubbard on defensive tackle, wide receiver Deontay Crutchfield, and quarterback Watson for Northwest Arkansas. Of course, they're going to have what many would consider to be their biggest challenge of the season, Tuck.
Definitely. Coach Marcus London has definitely turned this program around. The Generals, they're off to a slow start with this new season, coming off a really solid season last year, but they're just kind of not picking it up as of just yet. They hope to come out and compete today, and hopefully they bring it to the Bears like I know that they can.
So we're just awaiting kickoff here as the finale of the national anthem is being played out. 2.5 minutes remaining here before we get to opening kickoff. And what we'll do right now is we'll go to our first commercial break. When we come right back, we'll have kickoff of tonight's game between the Oklahoma Bears and the Northwest Arkansas Generals right here on the Southern Sports Network.
Mowing your yard just got easier. TNG Power Equipment has the best Ferris mowers to get the job done, including the all-new 60-inch redesigned deck that mows up to 11 miles per hour in tall or wet conditions. And for smaller lawns, our Ferris 300S starts at just $39.99. And right now, save up to $1,000 on select Ferris models. Commercial grade to last a lifetime. TNG Power Equipment has Ferris mowers to tackle your projects.
Here live on the Southern Sports Network, getting ready to do the coin toss here, and we do have our Southern Sports Network CEO Chris Dotson working the sideline cam here today. I have a special guest down on the field. We will go ahead and bring the coin toss straight to you as we are getting ready for tonight's contest between the Oklahoma Bears and the Generals of Northwest Arkansas, and we are back down on the sideline cam for today's coin toss.
Southern Sports Network is bringing us great views today.
Great views both on and above the field of play here. See the team's getting ready to get this going here. As you have the players from the Oklahoma Bears, they are ready to get this show on the road. Kickoff imminent here after today's coin toss. Referees at midfield here, and a little bit about the Oklahoma Bears. So just going over their game last week against the Joplin Crusaders, Devin White able to get 2 touchdown runs when they were playing against the Crusaders in Joplin last week. There's Coach Kevin Cox on the sideline cam, and it looks like we're about to have an interview coming up here in just a moment.
Kevin Cox is going to work that sideline all day long. Everybody stay out the way. He's going to be up and down it.
Team captain's out in midfield right now. Coach Cox believes that's his headset, or it may be an interview, Mike. We're still trying to get that determined here. Captain's on the sideline here.
Bears come out in all black today.
All black with the royal blue lettering and the gold trim. Captain Spencer Howard, Devin White. Number 90, Swanson Miller, and number 45, Andy Navarro, defensive end.
That's a good one to watch, man. Number 90, Swanson Miller. We call him Mr. VIP.
Pull up to the club VIP. Gas tanks on E. All drinks on he. Wipe me down.
Wipe me down.
Captain's walking out the midfield here.
Let's meet tonight, captains, for you the Bears. Number 0, Spencer Howard. Number 1, Devin White. Number 45, Andy Navarro. Number 90, Swanson Miller Jr. Tonight's honorary
Everybody mixes it up. Gets along at the beginning of the game.
Michael Patterson McDonald going to the University of Oklahoma, a special guest here tonight.
Michael finished school with a 3.4 GPA. Michael's dad, there he is, a former Bears player. Turned assistant coach.
Former player for the Bears.
Let's give a warm welcome.
So you got former Bears and their kids playing for the University of Oklahoma. It's a beautiful thing that you love to see here. As he's getting ready to set to do the coin toss. Toss is on the ground there.
We hope Michael works on that coin toss going forward.
Hope he don't toss that football at Norman like he does that coin.
But no, Michael's a great kid, man, coming up. He grew up pretty much in the semi-pro world in the era, and he's going to go to Norman and do great things. Looking forward to watching him.
See him next season as OU begins their first season in the Southeastern Conference. Bears are going to make a statement here and take the football to start the game. Keep in mind that when Northwest Arkansas last played, they had played the Tulsa Gators and was defeated in their worst loss of the season, a 32-0 setback 1 week ago. Kickoff should be imminent. I want to thank Michael Patterson McDonald, the future Oklahoma Sooner. Expect to see him here in a couple months, just right down I-35. Got a little bit of a wind gust going here in the booth. Temperature is 89 degrees here as kickoff is set to begin. Roughly 22 degrees warmer than the 67-degree day that we had for the Oklahoma Bears' first win of the season at PC North High School 2 weeks ago. 10-3 victory. ready for kickoff here. So again, 89 degrees, 22 degrees warmer than what we expected with the 67-degree weather that we had 2 weeks ago, as the Bears defeated the Wichita Skyhawks by a score of 10-3. Week 4 action here in the Central Midwest Football League about to get underway here on the Southern Sports Network. Mike Stewart with Big Tuck, a.k.a. Tuck,
in the building
already as we get ready for week number 4 at the home of the Class 5A state runner-up, the Dell City Eagles.
For the Bears, number 0, Spencer Howard.
Spencer Howard back here for the Oklahoma Bears down at around the 10-yard line. Kickoff set to go here. Week 4 is underway. Caught just inside the 5-yard line, able to get his return going. Still on his feet past the 30-yard line and brought down at the 31.
Howard returns it back to the 30-yard line.
Spencer's usually a pretty dangerous return man. I know last week he got off a couple of times. Looking to keep that same momentum going this week.
Looking to keep that energy alive as we have Chris Dotson on the sideline cam here as the Oklahoma Bears go to their first huddle just outside the 30. Week number 4 action in the CMFL.
Views brought to you from the Southern Sports Network.
Coach Cox breaking the huddle there. Devin White coming out starting quarterback.
Looks like we got Griffith in there.
Garrett Griffith, number 7, will be starting under center. The thing about the Bears is they have a dual threat quarterback system. You don't know who's going to start, but it looks like number 7, Garrett Griffith, is under the gun, and he will have trips to the bottom of the screen on your left. Takes the snap, looks to get rid of it, escapes the sack, still on his feet, throws downfield, wide open receiver, crosses midfield as he stays on his feet down to the 41-yard line. Excellent reception there for the first play of the game.
Looked like a little bit of a scramble drill there. Spencer Howard able to get free, catch some open field for the Bears' first down.
So Howard takes it all the way down to the 41. Bears get this ball moving immediately. Continuing with the bunch formation, trips to the bottom of the screen there. Takes the snap. Griffith back deep, looks to get rid of it, feels the pressure coming, lets it go.
Ooh, overthrown. Almost intercepted.
Nearly intercepted, as that one was intended for number 41, Jeff Reed, and he just dropped it incomplete.
Looks like Terrence Brown. Oh, I'm sorry. Jeremiah Lara on the dropped interception. Bears coming out aggressive. Empty set, no running backs in. Look like they're trying to start something out in the air.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to go as fast as they possibly can on this opening drive. Coach Cox is known for being aggressive. Hoping to get points on the board here pretty quick, staying in a 5-receiver set. 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Gets rid of it quickly, caught immediately, still out running, breaks a tackle. Looks like that's number 17 for the Bears. Malik Earl with the reception, as there's another first down for the Oklahoma Bears.
Way to catch the ball and get up and get north. Get you some extra yards. Yards at the contact. That's what it's all about. Yak and rack.
Yards after the catch and running after the catch. Ball at the 26-yard line here as Coach Cox remaining active on the sideline, calling the plays here. 2 first downs on this drive already. Griffith under the gun here. 5-receiver set. Haven't broke from that since they started play this afternoon. Takes the snap. Plenty of time to get rid of it. Goes deep to the end zone. And he catches it. Bear down. Oklahoma Bears in for the touchdown.
That's a great ball, great catch, great play, great execution. Way to come down on the first drive and make an opening statement.
So a tremendous touchdown pitch and catch there as we're going to go for the extra point upcoming. Griffith throwing the football here, looking to get his team off the field so defense can take over with 12:54 remaining in quarter number 1.
It's like Bama on that touchdown. It's a great route, great catch. Put it right in the breadbasket.
Bama there with Nick Saban back when he was running it. Of course, they got a brand new coach with Kalen DeBoer, the former University of Washington coach in the offseason.
Yeah. The coach said he was never going to leave Washington. Left.
Kick is up, and it is no good, so it'll be 12:50 remaining. We'll take a brief commercial break. Oklahoma Bears able to get on the board first, lead 6-0 on the Southern Sports Network.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
26-yard touchdown reception by the Morris Bama Coleman, and that gives the Oklahoma Bears a 6-0 lead. Welcome back to the Southern Sports Network. Mike Stewart, Brian Tucker here on color commentary as we have the Generals doing a return past the 25-yard line and will be stopped there.
Nice little return for the Generals. Let's see what the Generals come out with. Opening drive and see if they got a response for what the Bears just did.
So again, the Morris Bama Coleman with the reception, 26 yards out, able to get that from his quarterback, who was able to drop into the breadbasket there. Garrett Griffith, number 7. You're watching Semipro Saturday on the Southern Sports Network, and as the ticker says, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok if that's your thing.
I never really got into the TikTok, Mike. What about you?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a little too grown for that. But, you know, I know the kids love it. But, you know, the good thing about Chris and his operation, he can have you with some content on TikTok if that's your thing.
Love it.
Man in motion here for the Generals, and that gets broken up immediately, going absolutely nowhere.
That was destined, doomed from the start.
Definitely doomed from the start. Looks like for the Bears, we had the defensive tackle, number 9, Lee Barnes, come in immediately. Wasn't playing any games on that one.
Since last week, Lee Barnes has turned a new leaf. He's been turning it up. We're going to see him dominating week in, week out for the rest of the season.
Turning it up, turning it loose on that one as they're about to come out. It looks like it's a loss of 5. Second down and 15 to go here for the Generals. Not the way you want to start against the number 1 team in the CMFL at the moment. Under center, pressure coming through, quarterback able to escape, but he ends up nearly butt fumbling a la Mark Sanchez and falling flat on his face. Going to be third down long here, Tuck.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to go, man. They had a little bit of time. Looks like he just couldn't find anybody open. Jamarcus McGee able to get the sack on technicality, if you want to call it.
Yeah, in soccer they would call that an own goal, except here with it being on the gridiron, you can't really have your teammates get credit for an own sack. So somebody's got to get it, and it would be McGee for the Bears that time. So third down and what appears to be 21 here. Ball's going to be at the 14-yard line. They have to get something correct here. Quarterback back deep, looks to get rid of it. Able to escape, gets it downfield. Gets to an open receiver, but able to get tackled right at around the 29-yard line. Got most of that yardage back, but it's going to be 4th down and 6.
Quarterback able to get out on the edge and see some things a little bit better than besides sitting in the pocket, able to find a guy open. But he just got to turn and run. In those situations, you got to get what you can get and get up to avoid this long punt formation.
So we do have what appears to be special teams coming out here on 4th down. Players from both teams coming off the field here. Clock at 10:13 remaining here in quarter number 1. Howard in the backfield for the Bears.
That's trouble.
And then Danny Knighton, who is a known touchdown powerhouse, also in the backfield for the OKC Bears, scored the only touchdown in the victory in week 2, that 67-yard touchdown pass that he got on the first play from scrimmage.
Double trouble back there then.
Double trouble for Northwest Arkansas if they can't contain anybody. Able to get this kick off. Bounces out of bounds at the 40-yard line, so OKC will take over with 12 minutes remaining. Correction, 9:37 remaining in the opening quarter.
It'll be first and 10 for the Bears at the 36-yard line.
Officially at the 36-yard line is where the ball's going to be spotted. 6-0 Bears, ball at the 36, and they are 44, correction, they're roughly 64 yards away from a touchdown.
Looks like we're still going with Garrett Griffin. Let's see if we go out and empty set again. We got a running back out now, so a little bit different this drive.
So Coach Cox always mixing it up here. We do have Garrett Griffin back under center. Does appear to be a single back formation here for the Bears. Dual bunch formations here as Griffin looks for the play and is preparing to take the snap. Takes the snap, goes straight to the running back here, and plenty of running room, going to get about 5 to 6 yards on this one.
It's a nice first carry for the Bears. First run, 6 yards. I'll take 6 yards a pop.
So the Bears looking to get back into the huddle here. Taking their time with the play calling as the clock ticks down the side. 8.5 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. Second down, 5 yards to go here. Again, that dual bunch formation starting out this drive, so going back to the running game and going to get the first down and more.
Another great carry by Adidas McDonald. Look at Phil on the pull. Just blow up the defensive end and open up that hole. Look at that. Boom.
McDonald just exploding up the middle is just a classic halfback draw that you would use in Madden football. Or if NCAA football is more your speed, I know the official release date is this July, if I'm not mistaken.
July 19th to be exact, and we got plenty of people very excited for that. We are ready to go.
Ball at the 48-yard line. McDonald is lining up next to Griffith here. More of a traditional 4-receiver set. As we go man in motion, almost got smoked out, still on his feet, and then able to make a good tackle there. Tackle by Northwest Arkansas, and the first man to the field was number 7, Tony Mayo. So able to aggressively pursue the ball carrier there, not to be confused with Tony Yayo, the member of G Unit. This is Tony Mayo, like what you put on a sandwich.
Yeah, way to make a play by Mayo to, stop the outside, keep outside contained and force that reverse going back the other way. We got to have the right tackle on that. Just got to do a little bit better on that hook block. Make sure he gets him sewed up.
So loss of about 5 on the play. It's going to take it from the 48-yard line down to the 43. Second down, 15 yards to go on this one. Just over 7 minutes remaining in the opening quarter, 7:10 to be exact, as the clock is paused at the moment. Now it's an empty gun set. Trips to the top of the screen. Garrett Griffin under center all by his lonesome at quarterback, looking to get rid of this one. Takes a minute before he rolls out of the pocket. Throws deep, and it's caught for first down yardage and more.
It's a way to get out and make a play, Garrett. Shaquem Conway looks like on the reception.
Tackle made by number 6. That's Jeremiah Lara for Northwest Arkansas.
Got some laundry on the field. Looks like we got holding. Looked like it seemed to be on the left side of the offensive line.
So penalty against the Bears, and penalties have been known to mess up good drives for this Oklahoma Bears squad this season. Going to make it a lengthy recovery as the ball spotted at the 33-yard line. 5-receiver set here. Correction, 4-receiver set with a running back in the backfield for the Bears. Griffith, plenty of time to get rid of it. Throws it downfield, down to the sideline, right at the 50-yard line. They're trying to out of bounds when he caught it. They're saying the pass is complete, though, by the officiating squad. That's going to get them back to where it will be 8 yards to go as the ball has to get down to the 42-yard line.
It's great awareness by Spencer Howard right there to keep his feet in bounds, make the catch, and just dip right out.
So able to get a significant chunk of yardage back on that one. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 to go. Bears have to remain disciplined, cannot afford to have another penalty if they want to extend this 6-point lead early. Clock just under 6 minutes remaining, and we may have early movement there on the line. Could be a free play here. Man still on his feet. Goes all the way down to around the 35-yard line before he's tackled, and we'll see where they officially spot this one. The play will stand, the reception will stand, and the chains are going to be moved. Bear down, Oklahoma Bears.
Spencer Howard's working early. He's out there getting out in the lanes and running them. I love it. Let's keep it going, Spence.
Howard getting his receptions as we have first down from the 33-yard line here. Trips to the bottom of your screen as the formation gets set again. Griffith takes the ball, throws it to his intended target, spins around, gets some juke moves going, and that was caught by number 41 for the Bears. Number 41, Bo Conway, a.k.a. Shaquin Conway, able to get a couple of yards on that reception there.
Hit that circle button.
Hit that circle button like playing NCAA.
Get your spin on.
Hit the circle button probably about 2-3 times there on that one, though, Tuck.
Double spin. I like it.
Ball from the 31-yard line here as we get back to live action with 5:02 remaining in the opening quarter. Bears with a 6-0 lead over Northwest Arkansas. Bunch formation at the top of the screen. We got a timeout on the field. 4:52 remaining in the opening quarter. We'll take a timeout with them. Semipro Saturday is brought to you by Realty Mart USA. Garrett Griffith, the starting quarterback for the Oklahoma Bears, looking to improve upon his 26-yard touchdown pass to break open the scoring in this afternoon's game. Week 4 in the Central Midwest Football League. Mike Stewart and Mr. TUCK Brian Tucker here on color commentary with me. Bears up 6-0. Bunch formation at the top of the screen from the 32-yard line, going with the running game this time, going to go on the end around and bring it all the way down to around the 21-yard line there on the carry. Adidas McDonald just bringing players with him as he hauls the rock.
Like a great reach block there by number 69, Terry Johnson. I thought they were going to get him for a hold, but he's able to keep the hands inside and run him upfield and make a great lane for Adidas.
So 4:35 remaining in this first quarter. The Oklahoma Bears looking to improve upon their 6-0 score. The number 1 rated team in the Central Midwest Football League and in our Southern Sports Network Semi-Pro Saturday rankings. Griffith with McDonald. Going with a 3-receiver set at the top of your screen there. Single man coverage down at the bottom.
I like to see that.
Griffith, plenty of time to get rid of this football, and he's going to start to run out a little bit. Stays in the pocket, finds the wide open receiver, able to get this down at around the 11-yard line. Near first down yardage, going to see if this would be second and shorter if they move the chains on this one. And it looks like it'd be less than a yard for the Bears to move the chains and get a first down and goal coming up.
O-line's doing a great job giving Griffith time. Griffith's just he's not really finding the receivers in the route. He's having to break his, I would say, protection and get outside and drop it off to a running back or somebody open, kind of scramble drill like, but O-line's doing a great job.
Griffith doing a really good job of keeping his head on shoulders and making improvisational decisions under center at quarterback as we hit 3:24 remaining in this opening quarter. Going to stick with single man coverage down bottom with what appears to be a split back I formation here. Going to go with the running game, and not much doing on that one. Looks to be lucky to get back to the original line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, that was blown up from the jump. I talked big about the O-line last play, and then they just take one off. I guess that's part of it.
Well, given that it's 89 degrees outside, because, again, you don't really expect it to be this warm in May. And, yeah, I know the summer in Oklahoma's coming and all that, but 2 weeks ago it was 67.
Definitely. And Bears are on a 6+ minute drive. You're out there in all black, so I know it wears down on you.
Yeah, so you probably got the heat vapors combined with the loss of dehydration, and it can cause some mental mistakes. Split eye formation here. Griffith looking to get rid of it. Throws it towards the end zone to his intended target. Brings it down. Bear down, Oklahoma Bears. Moss, 2 defenders there on the reception.
Definitely got Moss. Malik Arrow with the Moss up and over top and grab. Touchdown.
Tremendous pass there, and that's got to be going down as one of the plays of the week when Chris Dotson does his Semi-Pro Saturday pregame next week. Oh, my goodness.
Good job by Griffith to put it up there, give him a chance, let him go up and get it.
As you see the referee there on the sideline came, he said, yeah, I'm going to waive that one. That was too cold of a play for me to try to.
Can't hate on that, man.
Right.
Got to let greatness happen.
Like Jay-Z said on Kingdom Come, just let me be great. Just let me be great.
Let me be great. He wanted to throw it, though. He threw it, but, sometimes you got to just back off.
So David Goodson, a.k.a. Legatron, will be going with the 32-yard extra point attempt here. 2:24 remaining in this first quarter. Snap down, hold is there, and it is good. Oklahoma Bears lead by a score of 13-0 over Northwest Arkansas. 2:20 remaining in the opening quarter. We will be back on Semi-Pro Saturday here on the Southern Sports Network.
In 1851, the Cherokee ignited the lamp of learning in the wilderness. For more than a century, this has been a gathering place where minds are developed and lifelong relationships are made, where dreams.
12-yard touchdown reception by Malik Earl doing his best Randy Moss impression in the back corner of the end zone. Oklahoma Bears up by a score of 13-0. Back here on SSN, Mike Stewart with Brian Tucker as Northwest Arkansas looks to run this one out past the 15-yard line here as he gets hit real hard at the 20, and we'll be able to bring it up to around the 23. So let's talk about that last touchdown. I mean, Earl just got up and skied for the two-option, and that was a thing of beauty, Tuck.
Yeah, he just went up and took it from him. You just got to be a man down there between the 20 and in, you got to be a man. And Malik Earl was definitely the man in that situation and went up and got it.
So Malik Earl going to get him some there on a touchdown reception. Bears up by a score of 13-0, 2:05 remaining in this opening quarter. Want to thank everybody for watching on Semipro Saturday. Whether you're looking at us on Facebook, whether you're looking at us on the SSN app, whether you're looking at us wherever you may be in anywhere in the organized world, we want to thank you for watching Central Midwest Football League action right here on the Southern Sports Network as the Generals take over from the 22-yard line.
Generals got to get something going this drive. We got to get a couple first downs, get in motion, just kind of make this game a little bit more competitive in the early set.
Clock ticking down inside 134, able to toss it to his halfback. They're able to scramble past the 20-yard line and gets down to around a 27 before running it out of bounds. Good reception on a pitch and catch there, given to number 10 for the Northwest Arkansas Generals. Looks like Qua Watson, they're the wide receiver.
Way to catch the bubble screen, make one man miss, and able to get about 6-7 yards. It's good first down play. Now we come out second and short, we can get a little bit more going.
Watson also plays quarterback for the Generals, one of the key players cited here as one of the captains for Northwest Arkansas. Trips formation for the Generals as they come out in the traditional, look like the old school Houston Oilers jerseys, like when they were on the road there in the blue and white.
Yeah, it's a nice little blue.
So quarterback juking there, double fakes, and now he's being pursued heavily as he gets down inside the 10-yard line and tried to throw that one, but it fell into no man's land incomplete.
Looks like they had a bubble go set up over there. It was covered well by the Bears, and they just kind of broke the play up, and after that it just became scramble drill.
A minute 11 remaining here in the first quarter, and this has been dominance here by the Bears, going up 13-0. 3-0, able to go to Joplin, Missouri on the campus of Missouri Southern and get that win over the Crusaders. Of course, we do want to take a moment to talk about the Crusaders. Had a 42-0 lead going into halftime, and their opponents, from what we heard, quit this afternoon. And so the Crusaders coming out, fire blazes burning after losing that game of the week against the Bears at home 1 week ago.
Quitting at halftime is something unheard of. That's just unheard of.
Such is life in Semipro. So 70 seconds remaining as we may be taking a timeout at this point, and the Generals decided to call their players back here. So we'll take a timeout with them. 1:07 remaining in quarter number one. Bears up over Arkansas by a score of 13-0. This is the Southern Sports Network.
Semipro Saturday is brought to you in part by 950 Ways Graphics. Professional graphics for players, coaches, and teams. Trust the pros at 950 Ways Graphics and look them up on Facebook at 950 Ways Graphics.
Third down and 4 to go. Want to welcome you back on Southern Sports Network. Mike Stewart, Brian Tucker. Third down and 4 yards to go. Snap here. There's a penalty flag and a den of Bears going against the receivers. We have an interception, but there were flags before this happened, so we need to see what the officials are calling before we can rule that it's officially a turnover.
From the early looks like it's going to be. Looks like it was a free play for the Generals, but they might have had some movement on the offensive line, so we'll see what the referees come up with.
And, of course, this is where you have players from both sides wanting to argue with the officiating crew like it's an NBA playoff game.
Yeah.
The penalty is against the Bears from what it appears to be, so that means the interception won't stand at the moment. That actually gives the Generals their first down of the game, if I'm not mistaken.
There we go, Generals. Now we're on the move. Let's go. We got one. Let's put together another one.
38 seconds remaining here in quarter number one. Ball's fired on the 33-yard line. Three receivers set here for Northwest Arkansas, going with their running game here to get it past the 35 to the 37-yard line.
Lee Barnes just being a man down there.
Barnes just made another tackle on offense. 26 seconds remaining as the clock is set to go back into play here. Officially second down in what appears to be, well, waiting on a ball spot as the referees are convening at around the 37-yard line.
Looks like we got some laundry on the field. A little bit of extracurricular activities after the play.
And it seems like with every Bears game this season, there's a ton of flags thrown throughout the game. It's one thing where it can be frustrating to watch if you're definitely a fan and just want to see some good, clean football.
There's several factors that play into that as well. It could be just the referees maybe not on the same page as far as the rule. Could be lack of discipline on the Bears. Just several things, man. You just gotta clean it up as much as possible with the penalties, though, because you're doing nothing but hurting yourself.
A 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, which is really going to hurt the Bears, as this one's going deep into their own territory here. Not too deep, but the fact that the Generals were down 13-0 and was able to get to the Bears 48, not a good sign. 26 seconds remaining as we get back to live action here. Four receivers set for Northwest Arkansas. Pressure coming up the middle, takes a snap, gets rid of the football, able to get this at around the 46, where he will get tackled inbounds with 14 seconds remaining as the clock continues to tick down. Neither team appears to be in a significant rush, so that should be the final play of the opening quarter. Our score here at Dell City High School, home of the Class 5A state runner-up in the state of Oklahoma. The Oklahoma Bears leading 13-0 over Northwest Arkansas. We will be right back on the Southern Sports Network.
I can feel the warmth deep down in my bones. I know that I am home.
I miss him too.
Love brings us here. Together's where we all belong. You're my home. My home.
Back here on Southern Sports Network as we will begin the start of the second quarter. Bears leading by a score of 13-0. Mike Stewart, Brian Tucker here bringing the game live to you at Dell City High School.
Generals picking up a couple first downs on that drive, on this current drive when we come back out. Maybe picking up a little bit of momentum, building a little bit of confidence, and actually starting to fire off on all cylinders.
And you have to question the discipline of this Bears defense because both of those first downs were gained by penalty yardage for the guys in the black and blue.
Can't shoot yourself in the foot. It just doesn't work like that. Got to be disciplined, fellas. Got to be disciplined.
Looking very similar to the game that they played 2 weeks ago when they were going up against Wichita. There were penalties all over the place in the first home game at Putnam City North High School. Ball now at the 46-yard line. Both teams switching sides after we had that first quarter break. Of course, waiting for the Generals to break from the huddle and Coach Marcus London. And Coach London, you would think he's trying to instill the confidence in these guys after they got those consecutive first downs.
Coach London will definitely get them going. If anything, they got to, because everybody over there definitely respects him. If not, everybody on the field respects him. So they're going to play their hearts out for him.
The Generals with a total of 6 points all season long. They've already suffered 2 shutouts. The Week 0 shutout, 18-0 against the Arkansas Warcats, in-state rivalry game there. And then last week playing against the Tulsa Gators, losing 32-0. 4 receivers set here. Quarterback takes a snap, looks to run it himself, and he's going to get a little bit of yardage of this one going down to the 40-yard line. So enough for a first down for the Generals, officially spotted at inside the 40, closer to the 39. As you see on the SSN replay, the quarterback just keeping the ball and running with it.
Quarterback draw, very good play. Very catching the Bears off guard. Looks like they were not ready for that at all. Way to get a first down. That's 3 first downs. Generals look like they're trying to go put one in.
Generals trying to get on the board for just the second time this season. Quarterback under center for the Generals is number 8, Leroy Terry. Terry takes a snap, gives it to his running back. Running back on his feet, goes down to around the 37-yard line.
It's a great move by the running back. Catch him coming inside. It's like DN rushing in with his head down. He was able to put a little inside move on him and get those extra yards.
So second down, 8 yards to go. Ball's going to be at the 38-yard line. They're going to have to get this down to the 30 to keep the drive alive. Generals break the huddle here. Going back to a 4-receiver set on this one. QB takes a snap. Pressure coming from the outside. Escapes it. Stays on his feet. Keeps running. Stays to the outside. Able to roll down to the first down. Leroy Terry, as we see on the SSN replay, just stays on his feet. Able to dodge past the blitzer and was able to open up the seam in the corner.
LT making it happen. That's my boy out there. I love it. Get him going. Let's get the Generals going and get them on the board.
So 13:31 remaining before we go to halftime, and the Bears not in good shape right now on the defensive front. Ball officially at the 29.
D-line is getting pressure, but Leroy Terry's just getting out of there, and he's making plays.
So back under center. And we have movement before the snap. Looks like it may be a free play thrown down the field and caught as he goes out of bounds. We'll see what the penalty is here. So good plays by Leroy Terry. Putting in work under centering. You have the referees convening here at the 29-yard line, trying to see who the penalty is committed on, as we're at 13:28 before we go to halftime.
Offsides.
So the Bears with another defensive penalty, and something is going wrong here, Tuck.
Playing D-line, man, your number one objective is to watch the football. And that's the first thing you do after you put your hand in the ground. You look at the football. When that ball moves, you move. It's very simple. It's just lack of discipline. At this point, it's lack of discipline.
So lack of discipline, lackadaisical there on the defensive line for the Oklahoma Bears. Generals break the huddle and get back to the line here. Terry under center. Takes the snap. Pressure coming from the inside now, and able to escape it. Stays on his feet. Throws it downfield over the middle. Can't quite get to his wide receiver. Falls like a duck in the end zone, incomplete. We'll check it out on the SSN replay here. Great situational awareness, but receiver can't get to the football in time.
Yeah, Leroy Terry was able to get outside the pocket once again. He just couldn't find the receiver. He had him open. We just couldn't hit him. Had a lot of guys barreling down on him.
Yeah, the timing between the quarterback and receiver, a little bit off on that one, or else that would have been their second touchdown of the entire season. So still 13:08 remaining here in quarter number 2. Generals coming out here. Same 4 receiver set. And we have a penalty before the ball's even snapped, and that's going to be against the Generals. It's going to back them up 5 yards.
False start. Generals, this is their longest drive, so those old linemen, they're looking tired out there. You know, that heat is barreling down on them. A little bit of undiscipline from the right guard, number 54.
Yeah, unexceptionally warm, 88 degrees here at 45 minutes after 5 p.m. locally here in Del City, Oklahoma. 12:52 remaining here before we go to halftime. 3 receivers set this time. Looks like it's going to develop into a trip situation at the bottom of the screen. Terry takes the snap. Pressure coming. Somehow able to escape and stays on his feet as he breaks past the 30-yard line. Gets it down to around the 26.
Leroy Terry is the Generals as of right now. He is the Generals. He's the one making it happen. He's doing everything that he possibly can to try to make a play, and I'm loving what he's doing. 3
Oklahoma Bears putting him under pressure and is able to run past all of them. 3rd down and 7 upcoming. They have to get this to the 19-yard line to keep the drive alive.
Big down right here coming up. Discipline is everything.
11:55 remaining in our second quarter clock before we intermission. So from the 26-yard line, Terry is going to try and make a decision and see if he can hit one of his receivers for what would be the biggest play of the afternoon for the Northwest Arkansas Generals. Under pressure. Sacked that time as he tried to escape. Big hit that time as we see it on the SSN replay from the inside.
It's like Malik Ward making the play right here.
It was Malik Ward, as that was confirmed by the public address announcer, and he got tired of seeing Terry running past all of his fellow teammates. Ball officially spotted at the 30 here. It's going to be 4th down and 11 coming up. And what are you telling your guys if you're Coach London?
We got to lock in right here, fellas. We are in our best field position right now. I know we were a little bit tired. We were 4th down and long, so we need us to hold the blocks for about a second or two longer. Receivers, we got to get open, and we got to make that catch because we're going to have to throw it here, 4th and long.
So we're going to take a bit of a break as we do have a player down at the 10-yard line for the Bears. Luckily, he's able to walk off on his own power. We'll probably keep it here because he is able to move off the field, albeit somewhat being carried off. That's not a good sign, but you hope he's okay, and you hope it's just more heat exhaustion more than anything else, as these guys are in their pads and it's going to be over 100 degrees outside in those pads, putting them on your body.
I hate to see anybody go down, man, especially with playing semi-pro football. You know, everybody, you know, we're not all out here getting paid, making millions of dollars, so hate to see anybody suffer any type of injury.
So ball at the 30. It will officially be 4th down and 11 as we hit the 11:24 mark of the second quarter. Going back to Chris Dotson with the sideline cam there. And I imagine if you're Coach Cox, you just are telling your guys put everything in front of you and do not let anyone get past you for whatever reason.
Definitely. Play the sticks, nothing behind you.
4 receiver set, trips to the bottom, and that could have been an offsides penalty against the blitzing corner for the Bears.
Looks like they got the wide receiver that jumped out here early. Number 2 down here at the bottom of the screen.
So what was 4th and 11 will now be 4th and 16. And if you're Marcus London, you have to think about really wanting to go for it here, or do you give the Bears excellent field position? It's a major risk, major reward type scenario, but they're going to stick with 4 receiver set. Quarterback, Terry. It's broken up and fumble. Recovered by the Bears at the 35-yard line.
Malik Ward working out, getting the strip sack, Bears with the recovery. Great play.
So you see the strip sack on the SSN replay, and the Bears with enough situational awareness to hop on the pigskin, and now they have an opportunity to make this a 3-possession game with 11:01 remaining in the second quarter.
General's not able to turn it in with the best field position, best drive that they had all day. Hopefully we can get it going later on in this game, something to kind of turn it up. But that is definitely a momentum shift right there with the strip sack. You think you're about to go put some scores in, and now you're on defense. So,
for those of you just joining us, Mike Stewart, Brian Tucker here as the Oklahoma Bears up 13-0. Just got a strip sack on 4th down, and now the Bears going back with a new quarterback, Garrett Griffith, not under center this time. Instead, they're going to go back with their other quarterback, which is Devin White. White can also score touchdowns at will. The great thing about the Bears' offense is they have 2 quarterbacks that can put it in the air or tear it up with their feet.
Looks like Devin White not able to get his footing on that last one. He's coming in. Devin White is known to get it done on the ground. He can get it done in the air as well. Dual threat quarterback. Looks like he just couldn't get the footing on that last play.
Bears coming out on 2nd down after a loss of a yard on the quarterback keeper by Devin White. Just over 10 minutes remaining before we go to halftime here. Bears up by a 13-0 score. 3 receivers set. White under center, fakes the run to the halfback, throws it downfield, caught at the 45-yard line, able to stay on his feet as he gets a 1st down and more down to the 43. We'll check it out on the SSN replay.
Great play action, way to get outside. Jaquim Conway able to catch and get north. Extra 11 yards after the catch. Great ball right there.
Conway grabs it and just turned on the jets like Usain Bolt at the Olympics and just able to tear it upfield as we see the Bears on the sideline here on the sideline cam. Ball officially spotted at the 43-yard line with 9.5 minutes remaining before we go to halftime intermission. Devin White under center at quarterback, takes the snap, and he's going to fake the run again. And an interception nearly in his hands before it falls out incomplete.
Looks like a little RPO action right there, a little bit behind the receiver. Almost ended up in 6 points the other way.
And that's why he plays defense, ladies and gentlemen, because if he'd have grabbed that one, he had nothing but daylight in front of him.
It's like Jeremy Lara, I believe, on that one. Couldn't hang on to it. Got to play the next play. Hopefully he can get another chance to get another one. We'll see.
So 9:15 remaining before we go to halftime, and that's the downside of having a 13-0 lead when you're trying to throw the football. There's no clock being ate up. Trips to the bottom of your screen on the right-hand side. White remains under center for the Bears, going with the running game up the middle past the 40-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the carry.
Looks like Seth Mishler on the carry.
Mishner had a touchdown last week for the Bears, and when he ran the football in the game last week, he was able to score from 1 yard out with 8:25 remaining, put the Bears on top against Joplin by a score of 14-12.
He had a very nice highlight as well. He hit the circle button a couple times during the run. And he was spinning off guys. He looked pretty nice.
3rd down, 7 yards to go from the 40. They have to get this to the 47 in order for the Bears to keep the drive alive. White under center. Back to a 4 receiver set, trips at the bottom of the screen. Throws it immediately and cannot catch the football. Butterfinger's incomplete.
Yep. Receivers, 2 hands on the ball. If he touches your hands, you got to bring that in. Looks like it was blocked up well, just couldn't bring it in to catch and tried to run before he caught it. Tough drop.
Karis Toombs there, number 11, a.k.a. KT, trying to get the ball, but just didn't work out with 8:21 remaining here in quarter number 2.
It's big 4th down right here for the Generals so we can get a stop.
Generals can get a stop and still have excellent field position at the 40-yard line. White remaining under center at quarterback here. 4 receivers set. Fakes the snap, throws it, gets it past the first down marker. It's going to be a first down for the Bears at the 32-yard line.
Easy pitch and catch right there.
As you see it on the SSN replay, just stops and is able to grab the football.
Good execution right there to get the first down.
Back to live game action here. Coach Cox calling the plays in the huddle as he's on the sideline there walking back. And we see this Bears offense coming back onto the field. Number 1, Devin White back under center, continuing this drive for the 3-0 squad led by Coach Kevin Cox. Takes the snap here. Plenty of time to throw it all the way downfield. And he tried to come up with some acrobatics, but a tad bit overthrown as it falls incomplete.
Yeah, that ball got to be a little bit more to the outside between the receiver and the sideline. The receiver had to come back in and try to make a play. Just wasn't able to do so. Another possible interception for number 6 for the Generals, though. Jeremy Lara, he had another shot at another one. Just couldn't bring it in.
So Jeremiah Lara, the defensive back, he's been in the right spots, it seems, all first half, but just not able to wrap his 10 digits around the football and be able to take the ball away from the Bears.
Don't know how many more chances you're going to get. You got to take advantage of every opportunity that you get.
7:35 remaining. Ball at the 32-yard line for the Bears. Devin White under center. Takes the snap. Pressure coming from the outside. Plenty of time to throw it to a wide-open receiver down past the 20-yard line. Breaking tackles here. Gets it down to around the 14-yard line, and that's a first down and more for the Bears. We'll check it out on the SSN replay here.
Squim Conway knows how to get open, sit down in the hole, and Devin White with a great accurate throw put it right on him, able to get up and get the first down.
So Conway making the most of his opportunities as he's wide open over the middle. Inside the red zone for the Bears. Clock at the 7:23 mark here. Officially spied at the 14-yard line. Going back to White under center here. This time they go run game. Gain of a couple yards, but not really going too far. It's going to be second down and around 8 or 9 to go on that one.
Luckily, that was blown dead. Looks like a little bit of a strip at the end of the ball. Johnny Toombs got to hold on to that football, even if the whistle hasn't been blown.
Johnny Toombs from PCO.
Johnny Toombs.
Bit of irony playing at PC North in the home opener, given that he was a crosstown rival.
Yeah, it had to be a little bit weird for him going in that locker room. I'd like to see him put this one in here, though, down here in the red zone. Got about 6:45 left in the half. Let's go ahead and finish this drive off right here.
Second down and 9 yards to go. Trips at the bottom of your screen there. White awaiting the play call from Coach Cox on the sideline, takes the snap, throws it to his intended target, stays on his feet. There's a flag thrown when he is tackled in front of the referee. Down at the 11-yard line. We'll see what the result of this penalty flag is.
Looks like they try to go at bubble screen. They got a guy blocked a little bit too early.
And if it's a hold on the Bears, that would be a costly penalty, bringing them probably back outside of the 20-yard line, and it is a hold against the Oklahoma Bears.
Receivers got to keep in mind when we're throwing those passes behind the line of scrimmage, you can't hook up contact until that ball is actually caught.
So from the 21-yard line, they have to get this down to the 4. 17 yards to go to try to make this first down, and goal to go with 6:16 remaining before we go to halftime. Bunch formation at the bottom of the screen. White playing quarterback here from the 21, throws it to his intended target on the opposite side, and he's not going anywhere. There is a trio of generals not allowing the receiver to go anywhere.
I like taking the shot at the one-on-one, give it to your best guy against their best guy, but it looks like their best guy just won that battle. He couldn't shake him.
Inside 6 minutes remaining, clock continuing to tick down. Still at the 22nd down. Upcoming, they're going to have to get this to the 4, so 16 yards to go. Cox looking to call the plays in the huddle, and again, it being 88 degrees outside in mid-May, not the most ideal situation if you got a helmet and pads on.
And especially to be in all black.
Oh, yes, because that just doubles the intensity and not in a good way.
It does look nice, though.
White fumbles the ball, runs straight up the middle. Bear down, Oklahoma Bears. I don't see any penalty flags. We'll check that out on the SSN replay. Fumbles, picks it back up, calls his own number, and just makes it look so easy.
Look too easy. I got to chalk that up a little bit, too. Lack of effort by the Generals. That's bad. That's just bad.
The effort really looked lackadaisical on that one for anyone that was wearing the light blue and white.
Yeah, you got to have a little bit more effort if you want to actually play. If you want to win, you got to play with a little bit more effort. Effort doesn't take much, You just got to really put it out there. But great play by Devin to pick it up and go, take it home. It's like that. What's the movie, The Water Boy? He's got enough time to drop the ball, wipe it off, pick it up, and take it and run it in for a touchdown.
Legatron puts this one through the uprights. David Goodson extends the lead to 20-0. Oklahoma Bears over the Northwest Arkansas Generals. We'll take a break with them. We'll be back Semi-Pro Saturday on SSN.
I can feel the warmth deep down in my bones. I know that I am home.
I miss him too.
Love brings us here. Together's where we all belong. You're my home. My home.
So the Northwest Arkansas Generals making Devin White look like Patrick Mahomes out here, scoring on the 20-yard rushing touchdown just straight up the middle after he fumbled.
Was able to pick it up and just kind of walk in lackadaisical into the end zone.
And it looked like it was slow motion, Tuck. We know it was real time, but it looked like he bounced the football off the turf intentionally, even though he didn't.
Yeah.
Grabs the football and just literally, if you were playing highlights of Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl, which I don't even want to think about as a 49ers fan, but here's the replay, and literally, boom. It's like it almost looks like he did it on purpose, and it looks like the DB's led up there on a touchdown.
Yeah, it's just you got to just play with a little bit more effort. If you don't want it, you got to check yourself out. Get off the field.
5:08 remaining here as the Oklahoma Bears lead 20-0. Going squib kick, is it recovered by the Bears?
Looks like the Generals were able to fall on it. That's a great special teams move. Great kick by David Goodson.
Legatron, they call him that for a reason, the decade-plus semi-pro veteran. As you see the end of that recovery by the Generals, they really had to be aware there. They're thinking, okay, if you're going to be lackadaisical when White runs the touchdown in, you might be lackadaisical on the kickoff return, and they'll about bit him in the neck.
Definitely try to take advantage of that. I love the aggressiveness from Coach Cox, able to try to get that last possession in before the end of the half to kind of open up the score a little bit.
And low risk, high reward there because you're already up 3 touchdowns. Clock ticking down inside 5 minutes here. Want to thank everybody for watching our Semi-Pro Saturday Game of the Week right here on the Southern Sports Network. Mike Stewart, a.k.a. with the big T-U-C-K, chewing on Semi-Pro like a football buffet.
We are in the building, Del City High. Thank you for having us. We love it. Robert Kalsu Stadium. I love it here. It's nice.
Coach Cox told me on Facebook earlier this week, he said Del City is like a second home for us when they can't play at Putnam City. Excellent pass, best pass of the day, all the way down to the 21-yard line. Significant reception there that was desperately needed by the Generals, escaping defenders on this SSN replay.
If he's able to put a little air on that, he's wide open in the end zone right now, and the Generals are celebrating. Great ball by Terry. Way to get out there and make that throw, even though with all the pressure barreling down in his face.
So big play there, biggest pass of the game for Leroy Terry, number 8, the quarterback for these Northwest Arkansas Generals. 4:15 remaining here before we go to halftime. And we have a timeout on the field here. You got the referee stop and play right at the 20-yard line. And we'll take a timeout with them. 4:12 remaining. Bears up 20-0 on the Southern Sports Network.
I can feel the warmth deep down in my bones. I know that I am home.
I miss him too.
Love brings us here. Together's where we all belong. You're my home. My home.
For those of you just joining us, Bears up 20-0, but Leroy Terry, the quarterback for the Northwest Arkansas Generals, with his best passing play of the first half. Mike Stewart, Brian Tucker, calling the game for you here at Del City High School, home of the Class 5A state runner-ups in high school football, the Del City Eagles.
Roy Terry's a warrior out there for the Generals. He's trying his best to make it happen. He's not getting very much help from his front five guys up front, but he's doing his best.
4:12 remaining, and Northwest Arkansas doing everything they can to avoid this not being a runaway game, as we believe that's Coach Marcus London out there talking to the officiating crew on the field.
Yeah, out there working the referees. I see you, Marcus.
Coach Cox's team breaks out the huddle, hoping to keep the first half scoreless here. Now, the betting line on this one set by our Southern Sports Network CEO, Chris Dotson. He had the Bears plus 28 on this game. Or correction, minus 28. I guess that's how the betting line works.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not on the gambling websites. I'm not trying to lose money. Anyway, back to the game action here. Terry runs into a player looking to sack him, and he goes absolutely nowhere. Major quarterback sack as we check it out on the SSN replay, and Terry cannot escape this one. Just continues to scramble and can't do much with it.
It's like number 52, Justin Woody, way to keep outside contained and bring him down with that one arm. Leroy Terry doing everything he can to try to keep that outside and get outside, but Justin Woody just wasn't having it today.
Justin Woody, number 52 there, making sure that Terry does not escape on the scrambles as we've seen all first half. Easily the best player for Northwest Arkansas, and he is under center. 3:20 remaining as it is going to be second down and long here. You have these front six here for the Oklahoma Bears lining up. Linebacker going back. Terry looking to escape, and he's sacked again. Gets rid of it, but that may be intentional grounding. What do you think, Tuck?
Looks like he was outside of the pocket. He was able to get rid of the ball. D-line just got to do a better job getting him on the ground before he can let go of that ball. He was able to throw it. Looks like it went past the line of scrimmage. So
good defensive intensity there to make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Looks like number 77, Dominic Logan, on that play.
Logan able to get in on the inside and start Terry getting him down on the ground.
Just got to finish it up and get him down there.
2:57 remaining here in quarter number 2.
I'm not sure how well the Generals traveled today, but their left guard, number 69, he may need a breather.
Yeah, the Generals left guard, number 69. We don't have him on the list here, but, you know, we do get rosters before every game. Sometimes in semi-pro, they can change at the drop of a dime. We do have a penalty flag here with 2:54 remaining in the first half. And early signals show that this may be against the Bears, so they may be giving some free yardage to Northwest Arkansas here. And it is encroachment against the Bears, so it will be at least 5 yards as they're going up the field.
Give them a little bit of that cushion back that they lost.
Still third down and long coming up for the Generals. They're going to have this ball right at around the 32-yard line. They have to get this down to the 21, so 3rd and 11 upcoming. .254 remaining before we go to halftime. So 49-0, the Crusaders win. That was literally a 2-quarter game as their opponents quit today. We had the Vipers leading the Punishers 14-6 at halftime in Central Midwest Football League action, and he drops a wide-open ball at the 26-yard line, Tuck.
Looks like Quay Watson tried to run before he caught it. He had it right in his hands. He was wide open, but just couldn't bring it in.
And he heard footsteps on that one. You can tell he's anticipating the hit.
Definitely was getting barreled down on, so, he was trying to make a move and try to get out of there beforehand, but you got to catch it first.
So 4th down here, and, if you're the Bears and you get this football back, you essentially got a 2-minute drill coming up.
Yep, we got 2-minute drill. Get them going. We got to get something on the board before the bell, for the halftime bell sounds.
We'll see if the DBs and this D-line can get the Generals off the field one last time here in the opening half. 4 receivers set. Man in motion looking to make this trip to the top of the screen here. Quarterback under center, feels the pressure coming from the outside, and there's nowhere to go. He throws it, and it falls incomplete. Great pressure by the Bears' defensive line there on 4th down.
Dominic Logan applying pressure straight up the middle. Nowhere for Leroy Terry to go. Unfortunately, turnover on downs.
Excellent defense by this Bears squad. They're going to have 2:38 to play with the ball being at the 32-yard line, having to go 68 yards to hit pay dirt.
2-minute drill loading up right now. Let's see what we got out there. Looks like we still got Devin White. Let's go get it. Do another one on the board.
White back under center at quarterback after he was able to score on that 20-yard run. He fumbled the ball. Looked like he intentionally threw it on the ground and had the slowest run up the middle to score a touchdown from under center. Bears taking their time in the 4-receiver set. Not looking to rush this one at all, as they are looking to maybe bring it down close to the 2-minute warning here. Takes the snap, throws it deep, wide open. Is he going to take this to the end zone? Goes past 3, now 4 defenders, and he's finally brought down at the 7-yard line. Biggest play of the day on the SSN replay.
Spencer Howard getting loose. Way to lead him. Good pass, good catch. Run after the catch about all the way down inside the 10-yard line.
So officially at the 7-yard line, and Spencer Howard just playing peekaboo and keep away against 4 Northwest Arkansas defenders on that one, Tuck.
He just ran right by him. You put the guy out there, he got the speed, he's going to run by guys and put the ball on them. Good things are going to happen.
1:45 remaining, and we have Coach Cox with his team between the 25 and 30-yard line and the huddle there. And we need to get the tail end of that replay going again, because that was a thing of beauty. You're going 1 man against 4. Just able to juke, runs across the field, skips past the referee, and nearly had into the end zone there, Tuck.
Covered a lot of ground on that too, man. Making guys miss, open field. I love it. Spencer Howard is electrifying. I'm pretty sure he's well over 100 yards receiving for this first half. It looks like he's going to poised to have a great day today.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that play alone already gives you a great day, but he's been catching balls left and right, so definitely a situation where you're making the most of your own opportunities there.
Came out today to do his thing. He said he had one goal in mind, win and dominate.
"61-yard pass on that play from what appeared to be the 32-yard line, bringing it all the way down to the 7. Man in motion here, Devin White under center. Going back to the running game, and they get this down to about the 2.5-yard line.
Right up the gut. Good line. Good hole by the old line. Way to make a valley for him to get up in there, like Adidas McDonald looking to punch it in there.
Adidas McDonald there looking to score a touchdown of his own. Clock ticking down inside a minute 10 here. Bears knocking on the door. Going back with the running game. Northwest Arkansas looking to stand him up. He gets down to about the 2-yard line there. Inside a minute as we tick down here.
Good job there by the Generals to fill the holes with the linebackers, give a little bit of pressure up front. Catch those lanes and clog them up. So we come down here inside the 10. We got 2 straight runs. I like to see Coach Cock get another one. Have him punch it in, man. Let's see what the big boys can do. Give him another shot at it.
And we have the McDowell may have dropped his mouthpiece, picked it back up.
Yeah, kind of an indication he wasn't getting the ball.
And nearly caught in the end zone, but pass is broken up at the last minute there.
Good defense right there by the Generals. Way to get stopped. Looks like what we're going to – I'd like to see him go for it, man. We got to punch this in. After that big play, you can't waste the drive, so you got to get the point. 17 seconds left in the half.
You definitely do not want to let Spencer Howard's lengthy reception, the longest play of the game, go to waste there. "17 seconds remaining. Bears up by a score of 20-0. They can make this 27 or 28 here. Devin White under center at quarterback. And he looks to call his own number. Devin White fumbles the football. So he gets down inside the 1 and coughs it up.
Turmoil.
The Generals are saying that they have the football.
Looks like the Generals do got it. Number 52 to come out with that, DeMarco Hubbard for the Generals. Way to make a play. Bad news for the Bears. You got to get down there and you got to capitalize. Another thing that's kind of like shooting yourself in the foot. You get down there, you fumble, you blow a chance.
So a spectacular reception by Spencer Howard is going to go by the wayside. Devin White just inside the 1-yard line and ended up giving up the ghost on that one.
That's tough, man. Penalties and turnovers. I mean, that's well, but it happens. It's ups and downs. You just got to keep playing.
Going back to live action, got number 92 Jamarcus McGee flexing for the camera there. 8 seconds remaining before we go to halftime here.
I think the smart thing for the Generals to do here is just kneel it out. Let's get out of here.
And we are at the end of the first half. So what could have been a 27 or 28-0 lead, turned back by the Generals at the last second. And our score going into halftime intermission, the Oklahoma Bears lead the Northwest Arkansas Generals by a score of 20-0. We will take halftime along with both teams, and we will be right back for the start of the third quarter. Mike Stewart here with Brian Tucker on the Southern Sports Network's Semi-Pro Saturday.
Together we can do my home, my home.
Mowing your yard just got easier. TNG Power Equipment has the best Ferris mowers to get the job done, including the all-new 60-inch redesigned deck that mows up to 11 miles per hour in tall or wet conditions. And for smaller lawns, our Ferris 300S starts at just $39.99. And right now, save up to $1,000 on select Ferris models. Commercial grade to last a lifetime. TNG Power Equipment has Ferris mowers to tackle your projects.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
A tradition of educational excellence, more than a century in the making, continues in Broken Arrow. Here, supportive faculty, in-demand undergraduate and graduate degrees, and affordable tuition make Northeastern State University your transfer destination. Finish what you started.
Hey, Dean Blandino here, and guess what? Football season is right around the corner. And to watch the best live broadcasts in high school sports in Northeast Oklahoma, download the Southern Sports Network app. And check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I just did. Give them a like. It's the best broadcast in high school sports, and not just that area, in the country. Check them out.
Semipro Saturday is brought to you in part by 950 Ways Graphics. Professional graphics for players, coaches, and teams. Trust the pros at 950 Ways Graphics and look them up on Facebook at 950 Ways Graphics.
She was a good companion, eyes like the Grand Canyon. She was an American beauty. She was a long goodbye. She was the best I lived by. She was an American beauty. With her wafers on in the summer sun, her touch felt like a loaded gun. Wish I had held her long. Wish I had held her long.
We are computer science pros, chemists and lab technicians, health professionals, mathematicians, and science educators. We are the Greg Wadley College of Science and Health Professions at Northeastern State University. Choose from degrees in natural sciences, health and pre-health professions, mathematics and computer science, and more. Discover the possibilities at Northeastern State University.
My name's Todd Harden, and I am Todd's Coffee. The reason I do this to begin with is because I really want people to experience coffee. What I'm doing and what other roasters are doing as well is, we're trying to figure out what the bean is trying to tell us. My goal and my customer really is, there's probably 2 out of 10 people that could taste the difference in one of my better roasts versus an average roast. If I can make those people happy, I'm making everybody happy. And so that's kind of my philosophy when it comes to roasting. You can just go to toddscoffee.com. You can get a whole bean, or I'll grind it for you. Either way, there'll be a drop down in there that you can order it that way. So order some coffee.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going through changes now. It's spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going to change us, ripping out pages. I'm going to change us now.
The College of Education at Northeastern State University prepares educators, mental health providers, and fitness or health professionals with undergraduate and graduate programs. Choose from degrees in elementary, secondary education, special education, health and human performance, psychology, and more. Be ready from day one at Northeastern State University.
I miss him too.
Mowing your yard just got easier. TNG Power Equipment has the best Ferris mowers to get the job done, including the all-new 60-inch redesigned deck that mows up to 11 miles per hour in tall or wet conditions. And for smaller lawns, our Ferris 300S starts at just $39.99. And right now, save up to $1,000 on select Ferris models. Commercial grade to last a lifetime. TNG Power Equipment has Ferris mowers to tackle your projects.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
A tradition of educational excellence, more than a century in the making, continues in Broken Arrow. Here, supportive faculty, in-demand undergraduate and graduate degrees, and affordable tuition make Northeastern State University your transfer destination. Finish what you started.
Hey, Dean Blandino here. And guess what? Football season is right around the corner. And to watch the best live broadcasts in high school sports in Northeast Oklahoma, download the Southern Sports Network app. And check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I just did. Give them a like. It's the best broadcast in high school sports, and not just that area, in the country. Check them out.
Semipro Saturday is brought to you in part by 950 Ways Graphics. Professional graphics for players, coaches, and teams. Trust the pros at 950 Ways Graphics and look them up on Facebook at 950 Ways Graphics.
She was a good companion, eyes like the Grand Canyon. She was an American beauty, She was a long goodbye. She was the best I lived by. She was an American beauty, with her wafers on in the summer sun. Her touch felt like a loaded gun. Wish I had held her long. Wish I had held her long.
We are computer science pros, chemists and lab technicians, health professionals, mathematicians, and science educators. We are the Greg Wadley College of Science and Health Professions at Northeastern State University. Choose from degrees in natural sciences, health and pre-health professions, mathematics and computer science, and more. Discover the possibilities at Northeastern State University.
My name's Todd Harden, and I am Todd's Coffee. The reason I do this to begin with is because I really want people to experience coffee. What I'm doing and what other roasters are doing as well is, we're trying to figure out what the bean is trying to tell us. My goal and my customer really is, there's probably 2 out of 10 people that could taste the difference in one of my better roasts versus an average roast. If I can make those people happy, I'm making everybody happy. And so that's kind of my philosophy when it comes to roasting. You can just go to toddscoffee.com. You can get a whole bean, or I'll grind it for you. Either way, there'll be a drop down in there that you can order it that way. So order some coffee.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going through changes now. Spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going through changes, ripping out pages. I'm going through changes now.
The College of Education at Northeastern State University prepares educators, mental health providers, and fitness or health professionals with undergraduate and graduate programs. Choose from degrees in elementary, secondary education, special education, health and human performance, psychology, and more. Be ready from day one at Northeastern State University.
I miss him too.
Mowing your yard just got easier. TNG Power Equipment has the best Ferris mowers to get the job done, including the all-new 60-inch redesigned deck that mows up to 11 miles per hour in tall or wet conditions. And for smaller lawns, our Ferris 300S starts at just $39.99. And right now, save up to $1,000 on select Ferris models. Commercial grade to last a lifetime. TNG Power Equipment has Ferris mowers to tackle your projects.
there's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
A tradition of educational excellence, more than a century in the making, continues in Broken Arrow. Here, supportive faculty, in-demand undergraduate and graduate degrees, and affordable tuition make Northeastern State University your transfer destination. Finish what you started.
Hey, Dean Blandino here. And guess what? Football season is right around the corner. And to watch the best live broadcasts in high school sports in Northeast Oklahoma, download the Southern Sports Network app. And check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I just did. Give them a like. It's the best broadcast in high school sports, and not just that area, in the country. Check them out.
Semipro Saturday is brought to you in part by 950 Ways Graphics. Professional graphics for players, coaches, and teams. Trust the pros at 950 Ways Graphics and look them up on Facebook at 950 Ways Graphics.
She was a good companion, eyes like the Grand Canyon. She was an American beauty. She was a long goodbye. She was the best I lived by. She was an American beauty. With her wafers on in the summer sun, her touch felt like a loaded gun. Wish I had held her long. Wish I had held her long.
We are computer science pros, chemists and lab technicians, health professionals, mathematicians, and science educators.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back live on the Southern Sports Network. Mike Brooke, Brandon Tucker, bringing the game live to you as the Oklahoma Bears running away with the opening half here, taking a 20-0 lead over the Northwest Arkansas Generals. And we'll kind of do a scoring recap of the first half as we get the third quarter here up underway. But, Tuck, can you just tell me, in your opinion, what you saw in that first half?
It was total domination. I like the Bears moving up and down the field. Besides the penalties and the turnover, looks like it should be a bigger second half.
From the 35-yard line, and it's caught at the 3-yard line, able to return it right up the middle of the football field. Breaks a tackle out the 20, still on his feet, past the 40-yard line, and finally brought down at midfield near the 50. So just going to recap the scoring from the first half. It was all Garrett Griffith in quarter number one, able to find a Morris Bama Coleman for a 26-yard touchdown with 12:56 remaining. And then found that spectacular catch to Malik Earl, 12-yard touchdown grab where he was able to moss the Northwest Arkansas defender with 2:24 remaining in the first. Then Devin White with his best Patrick Mahomes impression, slowly running up the middle of the Northwest Arkansas defense on a 20-yard quarterback keeper after fumbling the ball with 5:11 remaining before halftime. And then we had a 64-yard reception that looked like it was going to go into the end zone from Spencer Howard toward the end of the half, but Devin White fumbled it at the goal line. 20-0, our first half score. Oklahoma Bears leading as we are about to see Northwest Arkansas with their first position of the second half.
Generals coming out with a little bit of counter action, quarterback counter action.
Quarterback counter action as they are able to get 8 or 9 on that one. And you have the quarterback there, number 8, Leroy Terry, able to get near first down yardage there.
Picking up where he left off.
14:20 remaining here in quarter number 3.
Generals coming out with a little bit of momentum. Marcus London must have got into him in the halftime, telling him to come out with a little bit of fire and intensity.
So ball at the 42-yard line here. Generals looking to do whatever they can to get this back going. Running on his feet, going to get the first down yardage right at the 40-yard line.
Leroy Terry continuing to be an Iron Man and making it happen for the Generals. Like he's a little bit short of the first down.
So they do mark him just short of the first down yardage, just outside the 40-yard line, as we are at the 13:35 mark here in the first half, as we continue with, well, the second half, third quarter action is what I meant to say, but Bears up 20-0. Want to thank everybody just tuning in here on the Southern Sports Network. Mike Stewart, Brian Tucker, and Leroy Terry, the player of the first half for the Generals. Under center at quarterback, has the ball, fakes it to his running back, and they are not going anywhere. This will likely be a face mask against the Oklahoma Bears.
Looks like Devin Colbert on the stop. Looks like it may have been a little bit too high to where he got his hands around the face mask. It didn't seem like it, but referee looks like he may have seen something different.
So here at the 13:17 mark remaining in the third quarter, second half just underway. Referees convening there near midfield. Awaiting to see where this football is going to be put down. This looks like it could have potentially been a penalty against the Generals as they're getting moved back, where the ball is going to officially be put down at around the 47. Marcus London's team coming out of the huddle now. They have to get this to the 30-yard line of the Oklahoma Bears. Looking like it's going to be 22 yards to go here.
I thought that penalty was a little bit excessive. Looked like 13 yards instead of the 10. Because if they called holding at the line of scrimmage, you just take it back 10. Like referee took it back 13.
Right. And, you know, that's so be it as life as is in semi-pro. Officially 20 yards to go. Quarterback on his feet goes down past the 45-yard line, able to get ran out of bounds. Leroy Terry showing off his relentless athleticism as we are at the 12:45 mark here in quarter number 3.
I'm just going to need somebody from the Generals to help Terry out. He's putting it on the line every play.
Devin Colbert, number 6 for the Bears, running Terry out of bounds. Gain of around 8 yards to go on that one. Going to put it officially at the 42-yard line. Generals need 12 yards to get this down to the 30. Back to live action here. Defensive pressure coming on Terry as he's sacked there. Big defensive effort in a play there by number 45, Andy Navarro.
It's a great play. Way to stick to coming from the linebacker spot, coming downhill, and we're able to wrap him up. Terry usually was able to get out of those, but he got caught up on this one.
So third down and long upcoming. Ball at the 45-yard line, 3rd and 15 to go. Four receivers set for the Generals as they feel pressure coming from both ends. Terry scrambling here, and he's going to get hit right at around the 39-yard line there. Great defensive effort. Looks like Adrian Burden, a.k.a. AJ, coming up from his spot in the defensive backfield to bring down the quarterback. 9 yards to go. They have to get this to the 30 with 11 and a half minutes remaining in the third quarter.
It's a great tackle by A.J. in the open field, way to get him down on the ground. Not give up too much, but Leroy Terry was able to get a little bit.
So Terry can only do so much because if he's the one doing all the plays, Tuck, they're just going to key in on him every time.
Exactly.
And both teams taking a timeout here. Looks like substitutions being made for Marcus London's defense. Just under 11 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Want to thank everybody watching on Southern Sports Network's presentation of Semi-Pro Saturday. Action here in the Central Midwest Football League. Mike Stewart, Brian Tucker calling the game for you live at Dell City High School. And Leroy Terry needs some help, but now it looks like they're going to punt this one. Good punt there as it goes down, takes a Northwest Arkansas bounce down to around the 10-yard line. Don't know if it stayed in bounds and was able to roll down to the 2, but we're going to wait for the official ball spot from the referees. Want to thank Chris Dotson, Southern Sports Network CEO, getting the sideline of the Oklahoma Bears as they are just able to get a look at the surroundings here. Decent crowd this afternoon for some semi-pro football.
It's great to see people come out and enjoy these games with us, man. Because, like you said, you got a lot of guys playing out here for the love of football. You got fans coming out for the love of football. Great spring football.
Great spring football as we anticipate the start of the 2024 college and NFL seasons to take place within the next 4 months.
Couple look at Michael McDonald here.
Going to Norman and the University of Oklahoma here in a couple months.
It's great to see him come from a little boy all the way up to becoming a man and watching him develop playing football all throughout the Little League and all the way up to now what's going to be his college career, and hopefully to see him on Sunday.
Garrett Griffith back under center, and that might have been a safety for Northwest Arkansas. See where they spot this.
Great play by 52, DeMarco Hubbard on that way to get around the block and get that stop. Not able to get him into the end zone just quite. He's able just to get out of the end zone, but great play by DeMarco Hubbard.
DeMarco Hubbard gets him down to the 1 yard line. They got to drive 99 yards to get pay dirt on this one. So outstanding punt, which was desperately needed by the Generals, brings the clock to 9:50 remaining here in the third quarter. And this 20-0 score could have been potentially 27 or 28-0 if the last bit of the second quarter would have went the way of Kevin Cox's team. And speaking of wide open, a long first down reception made past the 30-yard line, and we'll check out that reception by number 17, Malik Earl, on the SSN replay.
Malik Earl almost got out of there. It was real close to being a house call. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
It took nearly a half dozen Generals to bring him down. Excellent situational awareness by the quarterback there, Garrett Griffith, to find Malik Howard. They had that outstanding touchdown at the end of the first quarter where Howard was able to moss his defender. As we get back down here to around 9:41 remaining in the third quarter, and plenty of room to operate as the ball's at the 33-yard line for the Oklahoma Bears. Takes the snap, goes with the running game, stays on his feet. There's a penalty flag down at the 31-yard line, and we'll see if this one's coming back for a hold.
Yeah, this was definitely coming back. Great run by Johnny Toombs there, though. It's good to see him get out there and get a little bit downfield on him.
Toombs, the PCO graduate, waiting for the official call from the referee here. So they're saying illegal hands to the face here against the Bears.
It's like somebody got those hands up a little too high.
9:05 remaining in this third quarter. Semi-Pro Saturday brought to you by Realty Mart USA, home of commercial and residential real estate in Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri. You can visit them at realtymart-usa.com. Also want to give a special shout out to Clark Crew Barbecue right here on Northwest Expressway, one of the official sponsors for the Oklahoma Bears and the best barbecue in the 405. Go check them out on Northwest Expressway. Some of the best cornbread you will eat at a barbecue restaurant. Tastes almost like cake.
Great barbecue ends as well.
Yes.
Probably the best in the state.
Yes.
At least the city for sure.
Either them or Butcher Stand in Wellston got, like, if you know, the burn ends are elite from both places, but man.
I heard about that place in Wellston recently. I got to go check them out.
And they've been expanding. It used to be like a tool shed. Now they've made it like an entire restaurant. It's really good.
There we go. Coming up in the world. Yeah, I got to get down to Wellston and give them a little visit.
Garrett Griffith under center for the Oklahoma Bears. Trips formation at the top of your screen. Looks to fake. Throws it wide open downfield. First down and more. One man to beat. And the defender is looking to readjust. And it's just a cat and mouse game as he's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Excellent pitch and catch there on the SSN replay.
Spencer Howard picking up where he left off in the first half with the big, long gain. Way to make a man miss and just not have enough gas to finish off the run. But wide open, great ball by Garrett Griffin. Bears on the move.
So that's going to put him well over 100 yards on the game for receiving because he had that outstanding 64-yard reception, which we thought would have put the Bears up 28-0. But then what happened, you had Devin White under center at quarterback, fumble the ball on fourth down at the 1-yard line, and you can tell these players are getting tired as you see it on the sideline cam.
Have yourself a game, young man. Have yourself a game.
Spencer Howard having to get a breather, get some water in them, get them back up and healthy. 8:04 remaining. And the Bears are just doing whatever they want in this game, Tuck.
Yep. Drive touchdown right here. I see maybe one more, then it's going to be kind of lights out.
So Griffith under center, trips to the top of the screen. Plenty of time to get rid of this football. Takes a hit as he throws it. Bear down, Oklahoma Bears. That looks like Malik Ward with another touchdown grab.
Malik Ward will go up and get it every time. Every time he catches the ball, it's like a highlight play.
So this one going to be from 18 yards out on the SSN replay, and you can just see Ward at the bottom of the screen. The Generals are more worried about the three receivers at the top, and they should have seen the one coming across from the left-hand side.
Great job by Garrett Griffin to stay in there and take the shot and make the throw.
As you see, Ward there with the pigskin walking it off.
Great pitch and catch.
Great pitch and catch. Touchdown Bears, and Ward with another touchdown reception as we get the 7:40 remaining. Legatron David Goodson lining this one up to get the extra point, which will make it 27-0 if this one goes through the uprights. Ball down, kick is up, it goes through, and it is good. So 7:40 remaining. Oklahoma Bears running away from this one, up by a score of 27-0 over the Northwest Arkansas Generals. Semipro Saturday brought to you by RealtyMartUSA.com. We'll be right back here on the Southern Sports Network.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
So Garrett Griffin with his second touchdown reception or pass thrown to Malik Earl for his second touchdown reception. They connect twice in this game, one in each half. Mike Stewart with Brian Tucker here on the Southern Sports Network. Kickoff from the 35-yard line. Bit of a squib kick. Not really that powerful of a kick, but it ends up in the back of the end zone trying to run it out, and that may have been a big mistake there.
He's going to bring that out.
bringing it out past the 5-yard line, and the speed able to take him out past his 15 down to the 17 with 7:18 remaining in the third quarter.
I know Coach London's over there looking at it, holding his hand on his head like, oh, no, he's going to do it. But great play by who was that brought that out?
So we should be able to get that reception again on the SSN replay. But, yeah, that was one of those ones where bit of a head scratcher at first, but then whenever he's bringing it back out, he's trying to make the most of it.
Yeah, that's dangerous right there. You're playing with fire, but he was able to be enough of an athlete to bring it out and get some positive yards out of the situation. Normally those end in turmoil.
Especially where in this game, if you just let it touch back, it gets to the 25-yard line. So it's theoretically a loss of 7, Tuck, as they have it officially at the 16. So more like a 9-yard loss on that one by deciding to run it.
Very dangerous play, but, hey, he made it. I love a guy that'll go make a play, especially when it's needed. Down 27-0, not much to lose. Let's go make a play.
So after Malik Earl's second touchdown pass, that screen play fell incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up here for what will be Northwest Arkansas.
Let's see if the Generals can work something out here this second half, kind of get a little bit going downfield. We got to get a drive. Let's start putting together some first downs, and then we'll see how the chips fall when we get a little bit further down the field.
So the Generals, 1 touchdown in 3.5 games this season. Suffered their second shutout loss of the season to the Tulsa Gators last week. And you have their best player under center making all the moves here. Nearly gets the first down run there. Again, that is quarterback number 8, Leroy Terry. Listed on the roster as both a quarterback and an athlete, and you see why, with the ability to extend plays with his feet, and also has a pretty good arm, as we've seen in some pass plays that he's thrown down the field.
He's doing a great job showing his athleticism today.
So 6:52 remaining here in the third quarter. Bears up 27-0. Want to thank everybody in our region and anywhere in the organized world watching Semi-Pro Saturday here on Southern Sports Network. As we are getting the sideline cam shots here from Chris Dotson. And we have a penalty here. It's against the Generals, so we are going to see this ball get moved back again.
Self-inflicted wounds, never good for an offense.
Never good for an offense, and then you're always wondering what you can do as the bottom continues to fall out, and it's a 4-possession game here.
It'll be 1st and 15.
And just a straight-up blitz on that one, and they're going to officially call it a sack. Leroy Terry not able to do much on that one as the pressure was coming right up the middle.
Yeah, it looks like they called him down because his knee touched down or he put the football down, one or the other. But he tried to wiggle out and make a play, but just couldn't get out. You see you got Coach Jacobs and Coach London over there. You know, they're trying to give him as much encouragement as he can, but, you know, the O-line isn't doing very much job helping out Leroy Terry back there.
So 6:15 remaining here, 27-0. Leroy Terry has to feel like the only man on a lonely island at this point.
It's him against 11. 1v11.
That's what it would appear to be to the naked eye, Tuck. 6 minutes remaining here before we go to the fourth quarter. The Generals have to get to the 37-yard line in order to keep this drive alive. Ball officially spotted at the 11. So you're looking at 26 yards to go here on 2nd down. Trips at the bottom of your screen. Terry flanked by his running back. Drops back, looks to get rid of it, and there's nobody in the vicinity. Too much defensive pressure. Speeding up too fast, hitting too hard at that point.
Yeah, he's got, on the snap of the ball, he's got guys coming in his face, guys coming free. Bears are starting to bring a little bit of pressure with the Mike linebacker. Not very much for Mr. Terry to do, even though he's been doing a lot all game, but not much you can do when you got guys bearing down on you untouched.
Terry, a very talented player at this level, but you have to have help with it being an 11-man game. You know, I often refer to football being the ultimate human chess game, and if you got only one player doing work, it doesn't look good for the rest of the team.
Got to help a man out. Man's out there putting his life on the line for you guys. Let's go, Generals. Let's step it up. Let's finish up this quarter and a half, and then let's make it a little bit more of a competitive game.
5:22 remaining in this third quarter. The Bears are likely, with the exception of a miracle from God at this point, going to go to 4-0. And we expect them to remain number one in the Semipro Saturday rankings and retaining that number one rank in the Central Midwest Football League as we go to Week 5 coming up. No football next week, Memorial Day weekend. Everybody will be enjoying the official first day of the summer, if you will.
Looks like we had a sideline warning, second sideline warning turned into a 15-yard first down for the Generals, able to get bailed out from lack of discipline on the Bears sideline.
And the Bears, if you're Coach Kevin Cox, you have to look at these penalties that they continue to get each and every week. And, you know, maybe when you're playing this back on film, be like, guys, look, we're number one, but at some point, potentially this season, getting a penalty at the wrong inopportune time could bite us dead square in the backside when it absolutely would be the worst time to get a penalty. And that's something that Coach Cox, I have full faith and confidence that, you know, hey, you're able to beat the defending CMFL champions at their house. I would think he'll continue to try to make this team more disciplined as the season goes by.
Definitely, because you're going to need it going into the latter end of the season and into the postseason. When the game gets a little bit more slower, every play is a little bit more critical in the playoffs. You're going to need those penalties and all that to cease.
Because it's one thing to do it in the first month of the season when you're trying to get a team organized, and you have to remember with Coach Cox, this team, the Bears, they were previously in another league. They had won the Four-State Football League championship from 2019 to 2022. They were in the 2023 Four-State Football Championship game, lost to the Muskogee Monstars.
Yes.
And then he also has background with the Oklahoma Metro Football League going back to the Oklahoma City Diamondbacks. Had taken the year off, was with the Tulsa Gators. And then this team, the Bears, was in the Texas United Football League, went 4-4 in the TUFL, lost in the first round of playoffs to the Lone Star Pit Bulls. So you can tell there's a little bit of that undisciplined nature from the 500 record in the TUFL still lingering around. But you would expect Coach Cox to continue to put his imprint upon this team as the season progresses.
Definitely he's going to have to keep chipping away and stay on them. We're all grown men out here. Everybody has a job to do, and Coach Cox is not going to let up on those guys. He's going to keep the gas on the pedal on the gas, and got to get that discipline under control, though.
So right at the 4:40 mark here as we continue with third quarter action, you have trips to the bottom of your screen. Quarterback takes a snap, fakes to his running back, and continues to run here. Gets to the outside and knocked out at around the 32-yard line.
Leroy Terry picking up the first down on the quarterback keep around the end.
Terry moving the chains, just doing everything he can do for this Northwest Arkansas squad. But he has to get some help as they are down 4 touchdowns to the Oklahoma Bears, who you see there on the home sideline.
It'll be first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Making the most of their opportunities on all 3 phases of the football here. I want to thank Southern Sports Network CEO Chris Dodson for the sideline shots on the sideline cam this afternoon. as we are just waiting for Marcus London's team to break the huddle here with 4:24 remaining in quarter number 3. Today's Semi-Pro Saturday game brought to you by RealtyMart-USA.com, home of rural, commercial, residential, and commercial real estate in Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma. That is Realty Mart USA. 4 receivers set here for the Northwest Arkansas Generals, and a snap taken again, and back on the scramble as the quarterback as he throws it downfield, and that one is intercepted, but there is a penalty flag down on the field, and that one, Leroy Terry taking too much time and just trying to make a play happen, but ended up in the wrong hands there, Tuck.
Underthrown ball, man. He had a guy running wide open. He just didn't have enough arm strength to get it there to him. Looks like Brian Williams Jr. on the pick. Bears take over in great field position. Let's go put one in.
So that was a penalty against Northwest Arkansas. It's not going to count. Coach Cox would rather take the football here with 3:37 remaining in the third quarter. As you see, looks like one of the buildings here at Dale City High School there in the background on the sideline cam. Looks like maybe the locker room for the football team.
Very nice facilities here at Dale City.
3.5 minutes now as we get back to Garrett Griffith, the quarterback for the Oklahoma Bears. Responsible for 2 touchdown passes to Malik Earl. Last one, 17 yards. Also thrown a third touchdown pass, literally the first of the game, a 26-yarder to Bama Coleman. As we get back to live action here with a run up the middle. Adidas McDonald with the carry up the middle. He's able to bring that down to around the 45-yard line.
Not very much room, not much going on that play. O-line, we got to get those feet moving. Open up some lanes for Adidas to get through there. We come out in diamond set, so they're going to load the box on us, so we got to be ready for it.
So they officially marked this as a loss of 1 at the 46-yard line. Got to get this to the 35-yard line in order for the Bears to keep the chains moving with 2.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Back with a run here, and they go misdirection, play back to the original line of scrimmage.
Not very much room again.
Not very much room, and they are going to be 3rd down and 10 here. So the Generals doing everything they can to slow down the onslaught. And you have to wonder if Coach Cox is just wanting to run out clock here, since there would only be about 1 full quarter left at around 15 minutes, and you have the remaining 2 to salt off on this one.
Took those 2 running backs off the field. Back at 4 or 5 wide out there. We'll see if Garrett Griffin can get that ball out and let it rip downfield.
So Cox going back aggressive here. 1 receiver, or 1 running back with 4 receivers rather, able to throw this football. Stays on his feet, is at around the 37-yard line. So Danny Knighton, number 14, able to get the grab. He had that spectacular touchdown in the home opener from 67 yards out, which began the home scoring for the Bears this season. Was the only touchdown in that game, so game was rather weird because you had 1 touchdown from scrimmage, 1 field goal on each side there at PC North 2 weeks ago, and that was the ball game.
Yeah, now a whole bunch of back and forth and failed drives. But it's great to see DK out here. You know, he's a veteran in the semi-pro, future Hall of Famer in the semi-pro game. It's great to see him out here still doing it.
So clock is officially at 1:16, 1:15, clock ticking down toward the end of the third quarter here. Ball at the 40, they got to get this to the 35. So they are taking a timeout on the field, and we'll take one with them. So we have 1:04 remaining in the third. Bears up 27-0 over the Generals on SSN. Semi-Pro Saturday brought to you by RealtyMartUSA.com, back on East Southern Sports Network. Week 4 in the CMFL. Mike Stewart, Brian Tucker bringing the action to you live from Del City High School, home of the Oklahoma Class 5A state runner-ups here on the gridiron. Garrett Griffin gives the ball to his running back, gets down to the 35-yard line, enough to move those chains for an Oklahoma Bears first down.
Wait for Adidas to slip through that low line and get upfield. Looks like you came right off that pool and got right up there between the center and guard. 6-yard gain, way to move the chains.
Takes 4 generals to knock down Adidas McDonald, but not before he gets to the 34-yard line, and then you have the generals player there wanting to kick the ball back, not happy about the ball spot.
Adidas has been pretty solid in the running game today. He's been the back to carry the load, quite a bit of 4, 5, 6-yard gains. I'm liking what he's doing today.
So just around 15 seconds remaining, enough for Garrett Griffin to throw it up and see if he can get a touchdown pass. Looks like they'll be aggressive here, and threw that one out in the middle of nowhere with 7 seconds remaining.
Coach Cox being aggressive here, trying to take a shot downfield, trying to finish him, get him one in before the fourth quarter starts.
That's the end of the third quarter. Your Bears 27.
So they're saying it's the end of the third quarter, but that doesn't really make any sense because you can't really have the clock run down on an incompletion.
We'll just chalk that up to another one of those semi-pro type things.
So, against all common sense, it is the end of the third quarter. We have the Bears up 27-0, and we'll be right back with the start of fourth quarter action here on Southern Sports Network.
I can feel the warmth deep down in my bones. I know that I am home.
I miss him too.
Love brings us here. Together's where we all belong. You're my home. My home.
Semi-Pro Saturday here on the Southern Sports Network, brought to you by Realty Mart USA. Mike Stewart, Brian Tucker bringing you the fourth quarter of what has been a woefully one-sided game as the top team in the Central Midwest Football League, the Oklahoma Bears, leads the Northwest Arkansas Generals by a score of 27-0.
Fourth quarter is the money quarter. This is where you put all the work in, and it's where you finish off your job. Cash your checks in the fourth quarter.
Getting back here as we have the Bears lining up, and there was an incomplete pass, which was the final play of the third quarter. There was 15 seconds left. Thought we'd have one more play with 7 seconds to go, but so is semi-pro, such is life. Here we go with the first play of the fourth quarter with Garrett Griffith under center. 5 receivers set, gets rid of the football, pass caught there. Able to juke a defender, run right up the middle of the field, still on his feet, running past the 15-yard line, and he's able to break into the end zone. Bear down, Oklahoma Bears. Shaquin Bo Conway, able to do a Seneca Wallace impression.
What a great run, great catch and run. He looked like he had him in the backfield. He was able to wiggle out and get free, and then from this point on, it's just set up your blocks and get out, make one guy miss, and then get in the end zone.
Breaking multiple tackles as Bo Conway barrels into the end zone, and what a great pass play there to break this one open.
I think that's that's his third touchdown pass of the night.
Yeah, it's Griffith's third touchdown pass. Actually, his fourth, because you got to remember the first one, he threw the Bama Coleman.
That's correct.
There's 2 to Malik Earl. That's his 4th touchdown pass of the night.
Have yourself a day, young man.
Legatron coming out to extend this to 34-0. And what a way to start the fourth quarter here for the Oklahoma Bears, looking to improve the 4-0 in the CMFL. Ball is down, kick is up, and it is good. 14:35 remaining here at Del City High School. Oklahoma Bears lead by a score of 34-0. We'll be right back on the Southern Sports Network's presentation of Semi-Pro Saturday.
I can feel the warmth deep down in my bones. I know that I am home.
I miss him too.
Love brings brings us here. Together's where we all belong. You're my home. My home.
34-yard touchdown pass from Garrett Griffith to Shaquin Conway, and he ran a lot more than 34 yards for that one, Tom.
Yeah, that's one of those plays where you just catch, look what you got down the field. I'm faster than the lineman, so I'm going to get past them. As long as my blocks are set up way I need them, I'm going to score in the end zone. Nobody's going to stop me.
34 yards to make it 34-0 as you see this beautiful pass. You see Conway gets it right at around the 41-yard line, dodges 3 generals, runs past 2 others, and gets the blocking he needs, breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2-3 tackles, and bowls over a 4th man as he gets into the end zone. Unbelievable play.
That was a man destined to reach the end zone right there. Nobody was going to stop him.
So 34 yards for a 34-0 lead. Kickoff from the 35-yard line as it goes all the way down and bounces out the 20-yard line.
Well, that's recovered by the Bears.
Is the Bears' recovery good to have them take over inside the 30 here? We'll look on the SSN replay. They say there's a flag, and it may have hit out of bounds right at around the 27.
Looks like the ball bounced on the out of bounds. So nobody touches it. The ball goes out of bounds. It's a penalty on the kick team.
So we're talking literal 1 inch away from that being an absolute disaster for the Generals. And now they're discussing it here on the sideline.
No flag on the play. It'll be Bears ball.
And it is the Bears ball, so we'll have to take a look at that one more time. The officiating crew says it never got out of bounds. Unbelievable chain of events here.
Oh, looks like it did bounce inbounds. Great kick by David Goodson to get it and make that backspin and come back to the Bears. From the looks of it on the naked eye, it looks like it's, yeah, looks like it's good. Looks like it's inbounds to me.
Inbounds and recovered at the 27-yard line. They call him Legatron for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. And the Bears just absolutely running away with this one.
Yeah, this is that right there might have been the heartbreaker. I mean, yeah, it's 34-0, but, you still got a little bit to fight left, but I think that one might have just kind of put the nail in the coffin. We'll see how many of the Generals got any fight left in them going forward.
So after a 34-yard touchdown to Shaquin Conway, 4th touchdown tonight for Garrett Griffith. Griffith back under center here, and he's looking for touchdown number 5. Under center, this is Devin White throwing a touchdown wide open and broken up in the end zone.
That's a tough ball to throw. Rolling left, trying to throw back with the right arm quarterback. You got to square your shoulders. Looks like that ball kind of sailed on him a little bit, set up in the air for a little bit longer than he probably anticipated it to do so.
So the Oklahoma Bears, just like that Bryson Tiller song, getting whatever they want.
It is definitely whatever they want.
And just one of those games where they're going to roll the 4-0 here.
Great look at the Bears on the sideline, living it up, having a bit of fun out there, enjoying this 34-0 lead.
So Devin White back under center after Griffith has thrown 4 touchdown passes this evening. Keeps the ball himself on the quarterback rollout down inside the 15. He's going to have enough for a Bears first down as we check it out on the SSN instant replay here, Tuck.
That's a great key by Devin right here. Looks like he faked the DN out, faked the running back out because the running back thought he had the ball as well. Great play by, looks like we don't have a number here on him, number 66 for the Generals to chase him down and get that tackle. But great pull by Devin on that play.
So right at around the 13.5-minute mark here, and the Bears are just steamrolling this one and just being absolutely dominant. Doesn't matter if it's Devin White, doesn't matter if it's Garrett Griffith, because Devin White had a 20-yard touchdown run on, it looked like Patrick Mahomes in slow motion after he fumbled the football there, final score before the half.
You handed this one off. Adidas still pounding 6-7 yards a pop.
Adidas McDonald's going to get close to 8 or 9 on that one. They're going to officially mark this one at 8 yards on the carry. Straight up the middle as it gets to the 7-yard line. Second down, 2 yards to go. They get to the 5-yard line, and then they can go first and goal again, Tuck.
He's been working hard all night, man. Coach Cox has got to give one to Adidas to finish the drive, let him get one in, punch one in to reward his hard work for the day.
So just taking their time here in the huddle, which when you're up 34 points, you can literally do whatever you want because you've been doing it all game anyways.
Yeah, it's kind of your own world right now. It's like 3 running backs back there in the backfield, so we kind of see what's coming.
And any one of them could scramble for it. They're going to go with Adidas here, brings it down to around the 4-yard line. Believe he's got enough for a first down and goal.
DeMarco Hubbard's still out there balling. He's the one that make that cause that stop. The first person on there on the hit. Looks like it's good to see people still kind of putting it on the line, even though you're down 34-0 back against the wall. DeMarcus Hubbard still putting it out there.
So inside 12 minutes to go here in regulation, and ball is going to be first and goal from the 4 here. Interesting to see what Coach Cox draws up on the offensive front here. Takes the snap, still on his feet, running into the end zone here, and it's going to be bear down, Oklahoma Bears, and we have yet another touchdown from 4 yards out. You see the dance going on here with Adidas McDonald.
Great effort there by number 71 of the Bears, John Means, to push that pile and get Adidas into the end zone. Looks like he may have been stopped a little bit short, but John Means comes through to finish that pile up and get everybody in zone for pay dirt.
Now they're going with a running clock here in the 4th quarter as the clock is just going down inside 11 minutes. Oklahoma Bears up 40-0 here on that 4-yard touchdown run by Adidas McDonald.
Yep, it's about that time. Keep the clock rolling. Start the bus. Get that AC code for that ride home.
Legatron David Goodson on for the extra point here from 32 yards out, waiting for a final man to line up there for some extra coverage. 10.5 minutes remaining here. Ball down, kick up through the uprights, and it's going to be good. So 41-0, Oklahoma Bears rolling over Northwest Arkansas. Semipro Saturday brought to you by Realty Mart USA here on the Southern Sports Network. We'll be right back.
I can feel the warmth deep down in my bones. I know that I am home.
I miss him too.
Love brings us here. Together's where we all belong. You're my home. My home.
Adidas McDonald gets a 4-yard touchdown run here as the Oklahoma Bears extend their lead to 40-0. Mike Stewart, Brian Tucker here on the Southern Sports Network, and this has been about as one-sided as it can get at this level.
Yeah, it's been one of those games, man. We expected, like I said, the line was 28. I think the Bears were 28. They definitely covered the line. With the Generals coming in, scoring only 1 touchdown on the season. Unfortunately, they are defeated. No wins, all losses. We expected a little bit more fight, but, I mean, when you travel light on away games, there's not very much you can do in the semi-pro game.
Especially with the number 1 team in our SSN semi-pro rankings. Ball caught at the 10-yard line, looking to find a way to get some additional yardage. He's able to go past the 30. Following his blocker, very good down to around the 45-yard line, and falls down at the 47. Great return there by number 1, Devontae Barrios.
That's his second return where he got out close to the 50-yard line, close to midfield. Looks like he kind of just tripped up over his guy trying to lead his way on the block, get a little bit of push out in the back, kind of tripped his feet up.
So the Generals definitely got some athletes, Tuck, but a lot of it is that they just don't have seemingly enough skill positions to be able to be competitive every week.
Exactly. I see some great athletes on the field for the Generals, and like you said, they just don't have enough of the pieces put together to. I know they are a young team. That does play a factor in the semi-pro game. So, give them maybe about another year or so. Let the guys develop a little more, and I see them doing some better things. But like you said, you're going against the number one team in the league. They're a different animal over there, especially with Kevin Cox at the helm.
Clock ticking down just inside 9.5 minutes remaining in tonight's contest. We expect this to be a rolling clock for the rest of the game, given that it's been all Bears all game long. Quarterback takes a snap, looks to get rid of it, and that one looks to either fall incomplete or just they're dead immediately behind the line of scrimmage. Second down upcoming.
Yeah, I see Leroy Terry just pat his chest on that one. He's like, my bad. That's one of the better plays that he made today. He still got to see him finish up strong, but I don't want to see you just kind of just turn it in. I want you to finish out strong, and let me see something a little bit for the last 8 minutes that we have in this game.
Terry, a legitimate dual threat under center, making several first downs both with his feet and with his arm this afternoon. It looks like afternoon, but we are going into the summer season where it can still be extremely bright outside here as we approach 7:30 this evening on Saturday night. Terry, under pressure, escapes. Took a hard hit there, and he got waylaid on that one, Tuck.
He did. He took a hit. He hopped right back up, though. He was able to make the pass and complete it. Tough guy.
Strong safety, Tyrone Elix coming there on that one and just laying down the hammer.
Tyrone Elix, known to bring the wood. Definitely brought it on that play.
Bringing the wood and slanging the wood in that case as the clock gets down underneath 8 minutes. Still at the 49-yard line as we have Northwest Arkansas slowly, gingerly having Leroy Terry go back to being under center, which if I was him, I would not want to take a whole – I would take as much time as I needed. I would not try to rush back immediately. And you just see the pressure continuing here. Miraculously gets rid of the football when there was like 4 or 5 Bears there that were descending upon him on his SSN replay.
Yeah, wow. That amazes me right there. He's able to stand in there and make the throw and complete the pass and still taking the hit. Leroy Terry is that guy.
That's why I was saying I would take as much time as I needed after that shot by Elix. And it's not something where I'm trying to run back to my spot under center, especially when you're doing everything and you're doing it's almost like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander for the Thunder.
Yep.
This playoff series against the Dallas Mavericks, doing everything he can. And I feel Game 5 was a great example where no one wanted to step up for him.
Yep. Role players just not rolling. Really, exactly what it was. Terry said, I'm going to take it and do it on my own, man. You guys just go up there and look good. I'll just do it myself.
Definitely the MVP of this game for Northwest Arkansas Generals, and Coach London should be very proud of the work that he's putting in.
Definitely. You got to respect the man that are willing to go out and put it on the line. Down 41-0, going against the number one team. He didn't fray away from competition. I like what I see from number 8, and this is my first time actually getting a good look at him, and I like what he's putting out on the field.
Definitely, just to the unbiased eye, I mean, clearly the game's one-sided, but you know what? Leroy Terry's been able to do this afternoon. He's playing irregardless of the score. Like, he wants to compete. He wants to put his best foot forward out there, and he's trying to lead by example as much as he possibly can. As he throws it, but again, if you can't get any help from your receivers, what else can you do?
Yep, and he just took another shot right there. The Bears are just laying it on him every time. Every time they said, Mr. Terry, if you're going to keep running the ball like that, we're going to keep smacking you until the clock says 0.
So 5:50 remaining here, and again, Bears 4-0. It's just a matter of it being official when these triple zeros hit the clock. And you're able to go to Joplin, defeat the defending CMFL champions at their place at Missouri Southern. You have a very competitive game against the Wichita Skyhawks in which the first touchdown of the game is the difference of that contest. You beat the in-state Turnpike rival in the Tulsa Gators, and everything looks good for you right now. Tonight's win's going to match their entire win total from the TUFL last season.
Oh.
And Leroy Terry refusing to give up. Makes it back to the first down marker, but there's only so much one man can do on this SSN replay.
Leroy Terry making it happen, but looks like he wasn't able to get out of the hands of Khalil Bowden, able to bring him down pretty hard there. Terry's still down. Unfortunately, we don't like to see that.
Definitely not what we like to see. There was a heightened reaction when he went down, and he was kind of shaking his limbs there. We're going to move the camera away, and we're going to take a short time out here and come right back in just a moment.
I can feel the warmth deep down in my bones. I know that I am home.
I miss him too.
Love brings us here. Together's where we all belong. You're my home. My home.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
In 1851, the Cherokee ignited the lamp of learning in the wilderness. For more than a century, this has been a gathering place where minds are developed and lifelong relationships are made, where dreams find direction. The lamp burns brightly still at Northeastern State University. We are computer science pros, chemists and lab technicians, health professionals, mathematicians, and science educators. We are the Greg Wadley College of Science and Health Professions at Northeastern State University. Choose from degrees in natural sciences, health and pre-health professions, mathematics and computer science, and more. Discover the possibilities at Northeastern State University.
My name's Todd Harden, and I am Todd's Coffee. The reason I do this to begin with is because I really want people to experience coffee. What I'm doing and what other roasters are doing as well is, we're trying to figure out what the bean is trying to tell us. My goal and my customer really is, there's probably 2 out of 10 people that could taste the difference in one of my better roasts versus an average roast. If I can make those people happy, I'm making everybody happy. And so that's kind of my philosophy when it comes to roasting. You can just go to toddscoffee.com. You can get a whole bean, or I'll grind it for you. Either way, there'll be a drop down in there that you can order it that way. So order some coffee.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going to change this now. Spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going to change this, ripping out pages. I'm going to change this now.
The College of Education at Northeastern State University prepares educators, mental health providers, and fitness or health professionals with undergraduate and graduate programs. Choose from degrees in elementary, secondary education, special education, health and human performance, psychology, and more. Be ready from day one at Northeastern State University.
I miss him too.
Mowing your yard just got easier. TNG Power Equipment has the best Ferris mowers to get the job done, including the all-new 60-inch redesigned deck that mows up to 11 miles per hour in tall or wet conditions. And for smaller lawns, our Ferris 300S starts at just $39.99. And right now, save up to $1,000 on select Ferris models. Commercial grade to last a lifetime. TNG Power Equipment has Ferris mowers to tackle your projects.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
A tradition of educational excellence, more than a century in the making, continues in Broken Arrow. Here, supportive faculty, in-demand undergraduate and graduate degrees, and affordable tuition make Northeastern State University your transfer destination. Finish what you started.
Hey, Dean Blandino here. And guess what? Football season is right around the corner. And to watch the best live broadcasts in high school sports in Northeast Oklahoma, download the Southern Sports Network app. And check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I just did. Give them a like. It's the best broadcast in high school sports, and not just that area, in the country. Check them out.
Semipro Saturday is brought to you in part by 950 Ways Graphics. Professional graphics for players, coaches, and teams. Trust the pros at 950 Ways Graphics and look them up on Facebook at 950 Ways Graphics.
She was a good companion, eyes like the Grand Canyon. She was an American beauty. She was a long goodbye. She was the best I lived by. She was an American beauty. With her wafers on in the summer sun, her touch felt like a loaded gun. Wish I had held her long. Wish I had held her long.
We are computer science pros, chemists and lab technicians, health professionals, mathematicians, and science educators. We are the Greg Wadley College of Science and Health Professions at Northeastern State University. Choose from degrees in natural sciences, health and pre-health professions, mathematics and computer science, and more. Discover the possibilities at Northeastern State University.
My name's Todd Harden, and I am Todd's Coffee. The reason I do this to begin with is because I really want people to experience coffee. What I'm doing and what other roasters are doing as well is, we're trying to figure out what the bean is trying to tell us. My goal and my customer really is, there's probably 2 out of 10 people that could taste the difference in one of my better roasts versus an average roast. If I can make those people happy, I'm making everybody happy. And so that's kind of my philosophy when it comes to roasting. You can just go to toddscoffee.com. You can get a whole bean, or I'll grind it for you. Either way, there'll be a drop down in there that you can order it that way. So order some coffee.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going to change this now. Spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going to change this, ripping out pages. I'm going to change this now.
The College of Education at Northeastern State University prepares educators, mental health providers, and fitness or health professionals with undergraduate and graduate programs. Choose from degrees in elementary, secondary education, special education, health and human performance, psychology, and more. Be ready from day one at Northeastern State University.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back live on the Southern Sports Network. Mike Stewart, Brian Tucker here. We do have an update for you. In all likelihood, I would hope, for the sake of common courtesy and decency for this sport at this level, that the game is called. On the last play, quarterback Leroy Terry for the Northwest Arkansas Generals did break his arm. What we are awaiting right now, as you see what appears to be a prayer circle being gathered here at midfield, or closer to the 40-yard line, rather. On that last play, and again, we talked about Leroy Terry being a warrior tuck and just everything that he was doing for the Generals. Down 41-0, he didn't care, and ultimately paid the price that you don't want to see, especially in a game this lopsided.
Yeah, man, this is definitely the part of the game you don't want to see. You see his Leroy Terry still over there on the ground. Got the prayer circle going on in the middle, everybody coming together. At the end of the day, it's a brotherhood. Everybody's here for the greater good of one another, playing the game of football. We don't want to see anybody injured to where the point where they can't walk off on their own will. So we're going to send our prayers up for him. Hopefully he has a speedy recovery and gets back to doing what he loves to do.
Prayers for Leroy Terry, an absolute warrior and a beast out there on the gridiron here in the Central Midwest Football League, starting quarterback for the Northwest Arkansas Generals. We want to give everybody an update. We think that the game should come to an end. There's officially 5 minutes, 14 seconds remaining. If it were up to me, I would have been called the football game. There's no need, in my opinion, to continue this game because of the score and the fact that the best player for the Generals got hurt. We are going to take another commercial break, but Tuck, did you have any other thoughts before we go off the air this next time?
No, like you said, man, it's out of reach. 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You got your best player down. Let's go ahead and wrap it up, and, we'll call this one up. We'll call it 41-0. That's the final. And
if it were up to us, we would have been called it, obviously. It's not up to us. We are going to continue to broadcast. So if for some reason, and I would consider it inexplicable that they would continue this football game, it should end. But we're going to stay around. We wanted to give everybody an update about what happened. And, again, prayers to Leroy Terry and his family, man, because that's something I absolutely hate seeing. And, again, prayers to him, prayers to his family. Absolute warrior here today at Del City High School. Hope he is able to have the best and most pain-free recovery possible. He deserves at least that much. We're going to take another timeout. We just wanted to update everybody that's been watching on social media and across SSN. But, yeah, 41-0, 5:14 remaining. We anticipate if the right thing is done, the game should be called. We'll be right back with an update here, Semi-Pro Saturday on SSN. Back live on Southern Sports Network. The game's been officially called. So the final 5:13 of tonight's game will not be played. The Oklahoma Bears will win by a score of 41-0 over the Northwest Arkansas Generals. Again, final play of the game. You got a man, Leroy Terry, laying it all out there, doing everything he can possible. He's going to be going to a nearby emergency medical center due to a broken arm, unfortunately. But sad way to see a game end, and you just hope for the best recovery possible for the best player on the Generals here playing tonight.
Definitely, man. Definitely hope for a speedy recovery. Hope everybody gets home safe. Unfortunately, we couldn't finish the game the traditional way, but definitely, speedy recovery for number 8.
For Southern Sports Network CEO Chris Dodson, Brian Tucker, and our outstanding production and camera crews, I'm Mike Stewart. We will be right back with another Semi-Pro Saturday as the season in the Central Midwest Football League continues on. Thank you for watching Semi-Pro Saturday, brought to you by Realty Mart USA on the Southern Sports Network.